And we're here in Glenpool, Oklahoma, in the middle of the national anthem. We'll send it down to the field and speak in just a moment. So getting to catch the tail end of the national anthem here. Welcome to the Chavin Sports Complex in Glenpool, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green. Here we go. It is the Buffaloes and the Warriors regular season finale. How you guys doing here today? We got Phillip alongside me, color commentator, running the camera here tonight. Nate Brown just to our right of us. We might have some interruptions because we're doing it right from the stands. No press box here for us tonight. We made our own. How does it look right now?
Well, the video stream, it's going to be a little bit bright, but we're going to be able to see it just fine.
Who'd you learn that from?
Yeah, I think that's
we're trying it right now, but that's the way you're seeing it right now is probably going to be the best we're going to get here.
But it's not too bad. It's not like we have a whiteout.
No, it's not. What game was that?
Whiteout against Prescott?
Yeah.
It's not too bad. But that's what we got right now. So not too shabby, and we're about ready for the regular season finale. So, Nate, while we have you, what's your outlook on the crowd? What's your outlook on the weather here tonight?
Well, Glenpool definitely made it out well, especially for senior night. But McAlester, it is a really good crowd for, what is that, about a 2-hour drive from McAlester?
No, you haven't lived in McAlester a little while.
No, I haven't made that drive in quite a while.
About an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. But still, definitely not a bad crowd here. Weather doesn't seem like it's going to be a factor tonight. Going to be a little bit of wind, but not something I expect to not something I anticipate to affect the game really in any way.
All right. So again, we also have a little bit of wind. It's about a 7-mile-per-hour wind right now. It's going to go down throughout the night. So like you said, weather's not going to affect this game too bad. But Phillip, we're about ready to go. This is the last game of the regular season. Where's the time gone?
Man, it felt like it was just yesterday. We were getting ready to sit in a very, very hot press box, week 0 in Broken Bow, America. And here we are now in Glenpool, USA. It's week 10. And, you know, we always say cherish it because football season goes by in a blink. You know, basketball, baseball, they're here for so long. But football, once it starts, it's over quick. So for these Cats, you've got 2 guaranteed games left for the Buffaloes. Make them count. Enjoy tonight. Come out, try to put this one to bed early. Get some rest because you've got Bishop Kelly Comets next week, a 5A4 district champion, and they're playing good football.
Yep. Looks like we have Buffalo Roll Call as well. Let us know where you're watching or listening from tonight. On Twitter is the best way to do it. On Twitter, @Buff Sports Radio. We have Derek tuning in down low on the radio side of things. Thank you guys for checking in. We also have Joseph Ledford saying, "Go Buffs, go." Sorry you guys have to be out in the elements again. Hey, it's not too bad tonight. We don't have, 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts tonight like we did over at East Central?
Yeah, it is much better up here. I wouldn't say it's any more than 5-mile-an-hour winds out here, so very, very little effect on the game.
You know, I'm out here in a T-shirt, a Black Death Defense T-shirt. We got one. The play-by-play guy is in a jacket, has another one. He said, I might need to put this one on. Our camera operator and sideline reporter has a jacket and a vest on. Come on, it is not cold at all. This is exactly what football weather's supposed to feel like when you're in week 10.
Man, I work inside.
He's
Perfect conditions.
He's not acclimated to this weather.
No, I haven't been.
Well, I work outside, so this whole week while we're working outside every morning this week has got me ready for right now.
Well, let's go ahead and push right now to about 5 minutes because it looks like we're about to have our coin toss in just a moment. We'll take a commercial break until we have our coin toss here for Glenpool Senior Night and the regular season finale here on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
This Thanksgiving, we want to thank you for allowing us to serve the McAlester area for over 44 years.
Customer satisfaction is our first priority at Fenton Nissan. When you purchase a vehicle with us, we consider you family.
Our owner loyalty managers are focused on establishing a relationship with each customer.
They want to ensure your experience is exceptional.
We're not satisfied until you're satisfied.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Well, the holiday season is here, and at Vickers Furniture, it's Black Friday from now until the end of November. And be sure to keep an eye out for our private letter sale, where you'll get up to 20% off all furniture in stock. Plus, we're closing out all our mattresses. They start at just $298. Vickers Furniture offers interest-free financing for qualified customers. Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's football season, and Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram are ready to make you a deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile on your face. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2023 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass next to the new mall.
Welcome back to the Chapin Sports Complex here in Glenpool, Oklahoma. We're about to have our coin toss brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. Let's succeed together. Looks like it's Zach Rogers, Carter Lance, Eli Chapman, and Caden Less now, the captains for the McAlester Buffaloes, wearing their white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, black numerals on the front and back. Can't really see the ones for the Glenpool Warriors right now, but they're wearing their blue helmets, looks like, with their blue pants, or excuse me, blue jerseys, white numerals, and their gray pants as well. And also they're bringing out the jersey of number 33 for the Warriors, as the other two are on the other side for the Warriors here on their senior night. Nate, I'll let you handle the rest, and we'll see who's going to begin the ball to start off the game.
All right, our head official is showing the coin, both sides of the coin, to both of our teams here tonight. Getting the call from McAlester. The coin is in the air, and we are waiting. Glenpool looks like they won the toss, and we will see what the decision is.
Again, McAlester has gotten the ball to start off every game this year so far. Are we going to do it again?
McAlester will move left to right. Glenpool right to left. McAlester will receive to start the game.
A clean sweep. Every game in the regular season, McAlester will get the ball to begin the game.
Has that ever happened?
I don't know. But for 10 straight weeks, the Buffaloes get the ball to begin the game. There's your, once again, coin toss brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. Once again, let's succeed together. So, Phillip, your final thoughts before the Buffaloes run out of their run through their sign and the Warriors run out of their tunnel.
This is it. This is the last one where you know you're going to play next week. For the Warriors, do you know that you're done after tonight? And these seniors, they're looking to go out with a bang.
And here come the Buffaloes. Straight from the northwest corner of the end zone, the Glenpool Warriors will come out of the northeast side through their tunnel. And there's the Pride of McAlester in the background. But yeah, you mentioned it, Phillip. Warriors playing for their senior night here tonight, playing with nothing to lose. Both teams really had nothing to lose tonight.
Right.
I think it could be a really fun game.
It could be a really fun game. And two things I want to make note, boys. Two things I want to make note really quick, guys. One, Maisie's got the vest and the coat on, so you know what happens when that comes on. It's business, ladies and gentlemen. And number two, I've noticed a familiar face walking the sideline with that offensive line during pregame. That is now Assistant Principal Dusty Newberry coming back to help tonight with the offensive line. He's been walking around. He was with the offensive line during pregame. So look for him to be coaching these young men up when they come to the sidelines.
Also, one more thing. As we have our kickoff about to happen, Jet Tire Service for great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kinda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV. See Jet Tire Service in McAlester, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. As Kason Washington Maisie, the sophomore for the McAlester Buffaloes, he was warming up with the ones when it comes to quarterback, and it looks like he's going to be getting his very first start at quarterback tonight. Again, Caden Lussnow will be playing. Looks like he's still going to be the holder, still going to be the punter for the Buffaloes, but again, dealing with a little bit of shoulder, a little bit of a shoulder injury, but again, not serious enough to where he can't play altogether. But it looks like Washington Maisie is going to be able to get the start throwing the ball for the Buffs tonight.
Speaking of Washington Maisie, he is back deep to receive with number 21, Cash Tidwell, here on this opening kick.
All right, so once again, Buffalo fans all across the nation, far and wide, thank you for joining us for the regular season finale. Buffaloes and the Warriors, number 35 kicks the ball off, and it's football time here in the Heartland. It'll be recovered down the far sideline at the 32-yard line, and we already got a good return out to the 50-yard line and out of bounds right around the 48. That was number 35, Hector Garcia for the Warriors, kicking it off to the Buffaloes. Did you see who returned that on the far sideline? That was all the way on the other side of the field.
That was Cash Tidwell on the return. His first return of the year, brings it out past the 50-yard line to the Glenpool Warrior 48-yard line.
So here comes Washington Maisie, his first start at quarterback for the McAlester Buffaloes. Sophomore going to be in the backfield with Mr. Ethan Watkins. Eli Chapman's over there on the far side. We have Carter Lance and Jackson Lauerman over here on the near. Braden Bump is also on the slot left side. Ball far hash, first down and 10 from the Warrior 48. Great field position starting off for the Buffaloes. First snap to Washington Maisie, handoff to Watkins straight up the gut, and he takes it out to about the 46-yard line for a gain of only 2. They'll give him the 45, gain of 3. Ethan Watkins, 7.4 yards a carry on the season. Coming off of last week, had nearly 60 yards both through the air when it comes to receiving catches and also with the ground game. They're going to load up the line a little bit here. Pfeiffer Mitchell going to come in to be an H-back. Trips right coming up. Second down and 7, just getting started here in Tulsa County, Glenpool, Oklahoma. Watkins on the left side of Washington Maisie. Claps as Rogers, the tight end, moves to the right. 4 to snap it. There's a snap. Rolling right. Kaysen looking downfield. Tossed over the middle. It's picked off. Tackled at the 46-yard line. And the Warriors with an early pick of Kaysen Washington Maisie. No one was open over to the right. Tried to look over the middle where he thought someone was going to be open. And the Warriors take it away from the Buffaloes. And they steal the first possession on the second play of the game. Interception. And the Warriors will take over. Pretty good field position considering. They'll be at their own 47-yard line near hash.
Yeah, the Buffaloes, they're going to bring, they brought Pfeiffer Mitchell in so they could steal that edge on the sprint out right there with Zach Rogers. Nobody open to the right. Maisie tried to throw back across his body, tried to slide it in through a tight window. Good play there by the Warrior defense.
Sean Perkins getting the start at nose tackle tonight. They didn't have anyone out there at first, so he comes running out. Ruger Tatum in the gun. Trips right, single receiver near side. Here's the snap, a little bit low, back to pass. Looking right, passing right. It'll be caught at the past the 50-yard line and down around the 46-47 for a good gain on first down for the Warriors. Looking at a gain of around 7. In the McAlester territory on one pass, they got it to Judah Bird. After the 46-yard line, second down and 3. So textbook start that you wanted if you're a Glenpool Warrior, other than the good kickoff return by the Buffaloes that got turned over just 2 plays later. Snap, handoff up the middle, met by the defensive line. Only a gain of 1 by the Warriors on the carry. Looked like DeMicah Woods on the carry. No, number 21 with the start tonight. That's Malachi Cudney, who had a touchdown last week against the East Central Cardinals in Glenpool's 300th program win.
They try to go right there. They try to go halfback power.
No gain, by the way.
For the no gain, Malachi Rice and the herd of Buffaloes, led by Sean Perkins in the middle. Good play there by the defensive line.
3rd and 3. Ruger gets a snap, back to pass under pressure. We have a flag coming out along the far sideline. It's a false start. This will move the Warriors back past the 50-yard line out to the 49 to bring up 3rd down and 8.
They were already passing on 3rd and 3. You know they're going to pass right here on 3rd and 8.
Ruger Tatum completing about 44% of his passes, near 600 yards. Last year went 9 for 17 for 63 yards. He's met in the backfield a lot, though. 14 carries, negative 15 yards. That means a lot of sacks or tackles for losses. Buffaloes hoping for one here on 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. From the Warrior 49-yard line. Tatum gets the ball. Back to pass again, looking left. Under pressure. Here comes Bumpus, and he can't get the sack. Evading, it's Tatum. Down the near sideline. First down and then some. After the 32 has his feet swept from underneath him. Braden Bumpus was so close to the sack, but Ruger Tatum takes it and runs all the way to the Buffalo 30-yard line. They pick up a 3rd down on 3rd and 8. One of the keys of the game for you, Phillip, was to get off the field. Buffaloes can't do so on the very first 3rd down attempt. McAlester coming into tonight 33% on defense on 3rd downs. And so far, Warriors 1 of 1 here on this Friday night, November 3rd. 9:31 remaining in the first quarter. No score between the Warriors and the Buffaloes, but the Warriors are threatening.
Official timeout.
So we'll have both teams make their way towards each other's sidelines, but since it's an official's timeout, this one won't last very long. I think there's an equipment issue right now by the Warriors.
Yeah, it was look like number 51. Their shoulder jersey was outside of the shoulder pad, flopping around, maybe some blood.
That would have been the right tackle, Trenton Humphrey.
Yep, that's exactly what they're working on right now. They're patching it up on the far side.
Probably bleeding a little bit, and you can't play with blood trickling off you. Ball on the left hash, so fresh set of downs for the Warriors. 1st down and 10 from the Buffalo 30. Tatum, ball, handoff over to Malachi Cudney, who's going to be tackled by Zach Rogers right off the edge. We'll see if he got anything, maybe a gain of 1.
You had number 55 for Glenpool come in replacing that right tackle.
Which that was Jonathan Cordoba, who I believe started last year for the Warriors at right tackle, but it's been Trenton Humphrey that's been getting the start this year for the Warriors, at least in the games that we've been able to see.
Try to go with a little halfback sweep off tackle. Owen Russell staying home. Good play right there by the junior.
2nd and 9. Pass out. Quick pass right side caught by Bird again. Out past the 20-yard line. Move the chains again for the Warriors.
Right at 10 yards.
So into the red zone go the Warriors. And it's got a similar feel to how that East Central game was a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Buffaloes had great field position to start, turned the ball over in 2 plays. Warriors going down the field on the Buffalo defense right now, and some quick passes out to Judah Bird.
H-backs in the backfield.
Pistol formation, snap, handoff. Cudney is brought down to the turf. Malachi says, I'm the top Malachi on this field. Tackles down Malachi Cudney, and Rice with a tackle of a loss of about 3. 2nd down and 13 coming up.
They're going to bring in that H-back for some extra muscle right there. Malachi Rice recognizing what's coming at him. Just bull rush. Didn't allow that offensive tackle to get to him. And he met Malachi Cudney in the backfield. Good play.
15th tackle for a loss this year for the senior Rice. 2nd and 13. Tatum backs pass. Rolls out left. Tosses near side. It's high and incomplete. Looked like it was intended for... Looked like number 11, right? No, number 1. That would have been Chance Watashi on a little out route, maybe a curl route down there on the near sideline. So 3rd down and long coming up again. 3rd and 13, in which could be 4-down territory, depending on what the leg is of the Warriors here.
They had a little bit of leak motion right there with that H-back, trying to get the Buffaloes to think that they're going to run the football. Malachi just comes upfield, gets his arm in front. Got his arm right there in front of the quarterback, Ruger Tatum. He had to get that one high over the outstretched arms of Malachi Rice, and that's what led to the overthrow.
So 3rd and 13. They were able to convert on 3rd and 8 just a minute ago. Tatum, under pressure, immediately steps up and has a chance to run again. Now throws for the end zone. It is caught. No, incomplete. He was out of bounds. Incomplete, caught it out of bounds. Almost a fantastic catch by the Warriors. Number 11, Dyson Sanders. But he was out of bounds out of the back of the end zone, and that brings up 4th and 13.
Man, he was close, though.
They don't call Tatum Ruger for nothing. That kid's got a gun of an arm right there. But this will bring up 4th and 13. Ball's going to be placed at the 22-yard line. This will be a long field goal from here for high school standards. 39-yard field goal.
No, right at 40. He's neat at the 30, so he'll be right at a 40-yarder.
Giorgio Carrasco, here's the kick on the way. It's a line drive, one that he pushed left. The Buffaloes defense holds. It had the distance, but it went too far off to the left. And the early turnover does not come back to bite the Buffaloes. It's still 0-0, 7:23 remaining in the first quarter. And it'll be chance number 2 for the McAlester offense. By the way, we have Buffalo roll call. Nathan Lesnow saying shutout from Nathan and Casey from MRHC saying go Caden Lesnow and the Buffs. So, again, Washington Maisie, not the greatest start to your first start, but still he's been pretty good when he's been into this game. 7 of 11 for 104 yards on the season with a touchdown. He's ran the ball 8 times for 93 yards and 3 touchdowns here in his sophomore season.
Heavy package, Malachi Rice, Dustin Jacobson.
And we have a false start here. Bunch of movement by the Glenpool offense. This is going to throw me off. Okay, one, because we're sitting on the visitor side, which we have not done since we've come to Glenpool back in 2018. So the White Hats signaling to the press box on the home side. We're going to have to get used to that here tonight. So that's going to move McAlester back 5 yards. That's what we've been talking about. You got to fight the penalty bug. That's their first one of the night, a false start, back 5 yards. So 1st and 15 now. Again, heavy set. Looks like Watkins still the running back left side of Washington Maisie. Here's the snap. Handoff. Watkins working right, spins out of a tackle, but then he's met by Dyson Sanders. Still stayed on his feet. That's a hard-fought 4 yards there for the senior Watkins.
See Watkins right there. He's just going to go right off the edge of the sealed block. Something that your coach do when you're running the football right there on them insert plays. He missed one block. Well, when you go one-on-one with a guy, you got to try to make him miss. He was able to get his arms wrapped around him just enough to get him off that path and allow the Warriors to get out there to him. But the Buffalo offensive line was able to have it sealed up to the next level, though.
More of a 2nd down and 12 coming up, so only gain of 3 there by Watkins. Maisie hands the ball off. Again, Watkins met in the backfield, stayed on his feet to be able to get an extra yard, maybe 2, but so far you're hearing more cheers from the far side of the field than the near side. It's the Warriors pretty good on rush defense so far. The Buffaloes have only been able to gain, I think that now makes it officially 7 yards. All hands off to Ethan Watkins. The only other play was that interception that happened on the 2nd play of the game.
And you do have Caden Lesnow lined up in the slot over on the far sideline.
We'll mention, if you were a little bit late to the game, why he's not a quarterback tonight. We'll mention why here in a second. Back to pass is Washington Maisie. Screen pass caught by Watkins. Watkins a little bit of space. Might have the first down. I think he does as he gets out to the 34-yard line. That is enough for a Buffalo first down. Brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, recreational land, or rural home, call 918-284-1233. Caden Lesnow just battling a little bit of a shoulder injury. Again, doesn't think it's going to be too bad in the long run. Again, it's not bad enough for him to not play, but it kind of hurts to throw a little bit is what we've been told. So it's Washington Maisie. And in the game where you've already clinched the playoffs, doesn't matter if you win or lose tonight, good chance to get some experience there for Washington Maisie at quarterback. Trips left for the Buffaloes, 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line, near hash. Snap, handoff, Watkins straight up the gut, bouncing off one of his own tackles, gets to the 40-yard line, and that'll be a gain of about 6. Maybe a little bit more, gain of about 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Out to the 41-yard line is where they're going to put Watkins at.
They're going to go with a little counter play right there. Offensive line sealing it up. Watkins sliding right behind his blocker. Good play right there.
Back to pass. Washington Maisie tries to go one-on-one down the near sideline and pushed out of bounds. There's the flag. Pass interference, and the reason why was that. The reason why Jackson Lauerman was going out of bounds because he was pushed. So it'll be a pass interference, and the Buffaloes will get another fresh set of downs here. 5:11 remaining in the first quarter. By the way, Randy Hughes, he was the one asking. That's why I'm telling him about it. He said, sorry, he started the game a little bit late watching it. He sent me pictures of Oklahoma City Dodgers bobblehead of Corey Seager, two-time World Series MVP Corey Seager. Says, do you think this will be worth something someday?
That is a glorious-looking bobblehead.
By the way, congratulations to the Texas Rangers winning their first ever World Series. Just a couple of days ago, we have Mary Martin tuning in saying, go Buffaloes. Charlie Gillespie checking in from the driveway. Says the first game he's missed in 2 seasons. Go Buffs.
Wow.
Samantha Redinius, I hope I'm saying your name right, says happy birthday to your baby girl. Thank you so much. She's turning 1 today. Samantha, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll get another one here in just a moment with our Buffalo roll call. So first down and 10 for the Buffaloes from the Glenpool 49. Designed quarterback run by Washington Maisie. Got a little bit of space off that right side, and he breaks free. First down, McAlester out to the 31. Shout out to the guys on the right side of the line. Sean Perkins, Creed Tribby paving the way. 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. Buffaloes trying to score their first points of the game. And the I Don't Drink Coffee podcast saying, on the couch in Mactown, thanks for the broadcast. You all always do an awesome job. Thank you so much. Quick question, which fingers do you all use when snapping your fingers? Never thought of it. I guess
middle finger and thumb.
Middle finger and thumb. First down and 10, Washington Maisie right side again. Same play, this time not as many yards, but still positive yards to get inside the 30-yard line. Looks like it's a lot harder to see. We're also much closer to the field than we typically are. Looks
Much
like
better view.
Much better view to see who's got the ball, but
Yeah.
when it comes to yardage, it's going to be a little bit tougher for us tonight. Looks like the ball's going to be placed at the 28. Again, we're in the elements. Gain of still 4 yards. Good run by Kason Washington Maisie. 4:21 left to go here in the first quarter. Buffaloes close to the red zone.
Back-to-back quarterback insert right there. Good blocks right there by the offensive line. Maisie picks up 22 in 2 plays.
Snap handoff over to Watkins. Watkins bobbing and weaving down inside the 20-yard line. Looks like we're into the red zone for the first time tonight. After our first down, the McAlester Clothing Consignment Red Zone. They accept consignments Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays and offers a 50-50 split just inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. Good drive here by the Buffaloes. Starting at their own 20-yard line, had to go back 5 yards after initial false start. So they moved about 85 yards. Handoff over to Watkins. Watkins again, moving left and moving right, but we have a flag coming in as he's tackled down around the 11. This one might be coming back.
This is in the area of holding. This looks like it's exactly what it's going to be.
3:52 left in the first quarter. Got someone playing over with the field mic a minute ago. Yeah, we're in the stands here tonight. There'll be a holding call on the Buffaloes. They're going to bring out some more heavy personnel here. It's going to be Malachi Rice coming in for Eli Chapman.
It was Coach Ferris. He leaned over and he didn't realize the microphone was there and hit it. He said, my bad.
Ball is placed at the 32-yard line, so that will move things back for the Buffaloes. That's quite a ways back. That's more than 10 yards. So first down and close to 25. Tight end will move right side. I believe that's still Watkins on the left side of Washington Maisie. Here's the snap. Handoff once again to Watkins. Watkins finds a crevice, gets positive yards, and gets some pretty good yardage. Out back inside the 30-yard line to around the 26. Second down and long coming up.
Right there, he's just pushing that left guard, Gavin Mason. Mason, he's running that. They're just running that little guard counter. Ethan Watkins putting his hand in his back, getting that big guy up to the next level. And once he does, he knows that once he's on one-on-one, he can make a few men miss. Good football IQ right there by the senior Watkins.
Washington Maisie trying to go with the hard count. Glenpool, discipline, does not bite. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and we have our first timeout. Timeout called by the Buffaloes. We'll take a 60 and be back here on KNED.
McAlester Pepsi is family owned and operated for more than 80 years. We take great pride in what we do. McAlester Pepsi supports local athletes, schools, churches, and community events for generations. Our legacy continues with you. Whether we're talking about faith, family, friends, or football, we are honored to be your total beverage provider. From our family to yours, life is just better with Pepsi. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com.
The 12th annual Buck Wilson Big Buck Contest is underway. The deer, they're everywhere. And if one gets in the way of your moving vehicle, well, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop can fix it. And don't forget to register for your chance to win cash and prizes during the Buck Wilson Big Buck Contest. We're located at 103 Oklahoma Avenue in McAlester. Call 918-423-3161. That's 423-3161.
2:55 remaining here in the first quarter. The Buffaloes scoreless with the Glenpool Warriors as of right now. Buffaloes do have 2nd and 17 coming up from the 26-yard line of Glenpool. So they're once again threatening, but they have to overcome 2nd and long. Snap, back to pass. Washington Maisie looking left the entire way. He's got Caden Less now breaking open towards the end zone, but it's overthrown. He had him a little bit earlier, though.
Just looked over there a second too late. Les now had a step, and if that ball would have came out right before the pump, that'd have been a good play and good connection right there.
Last time that Les now started at wide receiver, he was a sophomore in the state championship game against the Collinsville Cardinals. He's in the slot right now. We've got Eli Chapman far side, Carter Lance over here on the right, as well as Jackson Lauerman. So 3rd and 17 coming up for the Buffaloes. Be a long field goal from here, but and a little bit into the wind, but not too much wind here tonight. Glenpool showing blitz. Washington Maisie gets the ball. Quick pass near side, caught by Lauerman. Lauerman wrapped up, tackled as he spun on top of a Warrior, making the tackle Joshua Bowler. And I'll bring up 4th down, and I maybe gained 1. They're going to say he gained nothing. So,
and it doesn't look like there's any move to Trenton Greer here, so certainly seems like McAllister's going to go for it.
It'd be a 43-yard field goal. The wind is not in Greer's favor like it was when he made that 49 back against the Coweta Tigers. So it's really go for broke here. 4th and 17, 2:16 left and ticking here in the first quarter. Maisie gets the ball, back to pass, goes deep towards the end zone, breaking open. Jackson Lauerman, he had him. He overthrew him. Jackson Lauerman was wide open, crossing over the middle, and it was overthrown just a little bit out in front of the outstretched arms of the senior Lauerman. And the Buffaloes had a promising drive start at their own 20, stalls out at the 26, and what stopped it? It was a holding penalty there. The Buffaloes have been harping on penalties, the costly penalties. That holding call brings back some points, what looked like was destined for McAlester. It's a rhythmic offense, too. We talk about how once McAlester can get into a rhythm, get that first down, they usually do a lot of good. At that time, a holding call in the red zone comes up empty. McAlester so far in the year, 71% in the red zone, which if you look at NFL, really good. If you look at NCAA, not very good. I don't know what it is average for high school. Keeper by Ruger Tatum here on 1st down as the Warriors started this drive at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8. Malachi Rice with another tackle. The Washington State commit. 1:50 remaining in the first quarter after the gain of 2.
Right there on the defensive line, you have Gavin Mason in the middle. And on the far side, you have number 44 on the far side on the defensive end spot.
Back to pass, looking left. This one's going to be badly thrown. Did he make the catch, though? No.
Nope.
Skipped into the intended target. Looked like it was Joshua Bird once again. So Bird is the go-to receiver when it comes to receptions. Dyson Sanders has the most yards on the team. And we have 3rd and 8 coming up for the Warriors. Clock stops with 1:31 left in the first quarter.
It's going to be a big 3rd down right here. Buffalo defense. They missed on 2 sacks on the first drive. Tatum was able to pick up 1st downs. That's going to be a big play right here.
Tatum, a starter since his freshman year. Junior right now. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Again, evades another sack. Throws it late. It's going to be low. It's going to be incomplete. Couldn't hold on to it around the 42-yard line. Thought I might have saw a flag come in, but I might have just been seeing things. It was incomplete. Could not haul it in over the middle around the 42-yard line. The Buffaloes get a key 3 and out here and should get pretty good field positioning too. Watkins will be standing back at the Warrior 49-yard line as of right now.
This isn't a punt.
But Ruger Tatum is also the punter.
Well,
he now goes back to punt. You can always a threat to go for it when you have your quarterback as your punter. Ask the Buffaloes with Caden Less now. Tatum will punt this one away. It's a line drive punt. That'll bounce towards Watkins, grabs it, evades off a Warrior, working past the 50-yard line and gets down to Warrior territory around the 48 where McAllister's first drive started all the way back at the beginning of this quarter. So it'll be the third drive for McAlester. Tied up with the Glenpool Warriors. 1:14 remaining in the first quarter and looking for points here. Drive starting at the 48-yard line of Glenpool. So welcome to the broadcast. If you're just now joining us, again, McAlester, doesn't matter if they win or lose tonight, they are in the playoffs. They'll be taking on the Bishop Kelly Comets next week in Tulsa, but you definitely want to be able to get some momentum going into the playoffs. Hoping for a little bit better start than they've had their first couple of drives. A interception and then a turnover on downs after they had a good drive that stalled out inside the red zone. Jordan Clark, now the running back. First time tonight we're seeing him. Here's a little pitch out over to Carter Lance, sweeping left to right. Gets inside the 40-yard line, stayed on his feet. Wow, Carter Lance gets all the way down to the 30. Dragon blue jerseys along with him. A properly executed jet sweep right there by the McAlester Buffaloes down to about the 30-yard line. Any McAlester fans and our OU fans kind of like holding their breath when they see a jet sweep, but they get to the 31-yard line, near hash, and the Buffaloes move the ball. 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Great block there by the sophomore Jordan Clark. That allowed Carter Lance to slide right off of him and get up there and start pulling guys up.
Man in motion again, Carter Lance. This time they're going to go with Jordan Clark, the handoff right side, and he's going to be tackled at the waist. Looks like he gets out to the 25-yard line. Buffaloes don't have to snap it again, but they have 30 seconds left in the quarter. Looks like they probably will. Just outside the 25-yard line. Again, I'm going to be struggling with yardage here because we're so lower to the ground than we usually are today. So it looks like at the 26 they have the ball. This is actually where the last drive did stall out at. McAlester entered the red zone, but after a holding call, put him out. 10 to snap it. 13, but there's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Clark still on the right side of Washington Maisie, 2nd down and 5. Here's the ball. Hands it off. Clark bounces off his left tackle. Tries to stretch it out. Finds a little bit of gap. Met up high. We have a flag coming in. Late flag at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll tell you what it is when we come back. Again, after one quarter of play, no score between the Warriors and the Buffaloes here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Waffler's Freedom Ford with some exciting news. We have purchased Eufaula Ford in the beautiful town of Eufaula. Now with 2 locations, we have a better selection of new vehicles in stock and coming in. Plus more pre-owned and service, all to better serve you. We are so thankful for this opportunity and hope you'll join us at Sam Waffler's Freedom Ford of McAlester and Eufaula. Come on in and let us make it happen for you.
Vickers Power Sports reminds you that hunting season is not far off. And right now at Vickers Power Sports, you can get in a brand new Can-Am Defender at fall discount pricing. Vickers has every style and color of Can-Am Defender you can think of. Not only that, they also have every hunting accessory you can think of. Drop by Vickers Power Sports today at 1904 South Main in McAlester, or go to vickerspowersports.com, or call us at 918-423-3306.
So it was a hold on the McAlester Buffaloes. This will be their 3rd penalty, and they had a holding call right around the same location on their 2nd drive, which killed the McAlester drive. It was around the 25-yard line where it was thrown, so it's going to move them back 10 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 coming up. Yep, 2nd down and 15. They haven't moved the chains yet. Are we going to have an untimed down here? They should move it to the other side of the field.
The scoreboard has been changed to 12 minutes in the second quarter.
Coach Maisie is talking now with the white hat. And we should move over to the other side.
Flip.
We're not flipping. Are we having an untimed down here? An untimed down to end the first quarter. So we should still technically be in the first quarter. I don't think they're going to run the clock here, because we'll flip to the other side here in a moment. This is strange. I haven't seen this one before.
I've never seen an untimed down because of an offensive penalty.
2nd down and 15. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Watkins on the right side of Washington Maisie. Snap. Pass out near side, caught by Carter Lands. Lands working off a block by Lauerman down the near sideline. He shakes off one tackle. Grabbed by the collar. Tackle down inside the 5. And that was an untimed down that the Buffaloes made the most of, got back into the red zone, and now we'll begin the second quarter. So as Lance gets all the way down to the 5, we've got to walk 98 yards all the way down to the other side, and Rogers is like, let's keep it going. Let's go to the other side of the field and let's score. Guys, come on, let's go. So the ball is going to be put at the 5-yard line, right around that area, after Carter Lance took a screen pass, and it was grabbed not by the collar but by the jersey. So that is not going to be the penalty if you grab the collar of the shoulder pads, but it was grabbed by the jersey, so that's why there's no penalty there.
And he didn't jerk him down. They fell forward. So
Lance brings it into the red zone. That is the McAlester Clothing Consignment red zone. They accept consignments Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays and offers a 50-50 split. We've pretty much already had our break between the first and second quarter. That was strange. I've never seen that happen before. But the Buffaloes are now going to be on the left side of the field, moving right to left across your radio dial.
I remember one time where I saw an offensive penalty lead to an untimed down, and it was on a very unfortunate Saturday in Stillwater with Central Michigan. That is the only time until today.
That's rough.
As I said that I've never seen that before, I remembered that play because
that was the incorrect call, too, over there in Stillwater. That shouldn't have happened.
I'm not an OSU fan, but I stood with the Pokes that day. I was like, that is not a right call.
So we're going to have Dozer package for the first time tonight from the 5-yard line. First and goal. Watkins receives the ball, works it left, has to cut it back up, and he didn't really get anything. I don't think he got a yard on the carry. Warriors quickly get into the backfield. Buffalo offensive line trying to get that push so far tonight. Credit to the Glenpool Warriors defense. They've been able to get some push on the Buffalo's offensive line so far.
Warriors, they're a very good defensive team when it comes to the rush, and right now they're flexing their muscle. Everything the Buffaloes have got has been everything off tackle or throwing the football.
So they're going to work Dozer again. Watkins still first and goal from the 5, or second and goal from the 5, rather. Ball left side. Watkins squeaks through, gets near the goal line, but he's going to be shy. I think he gets to the 2. So they'll bring up third and goal from the 2. We have no score, second quarter right now. 11-11 remaining in the second quarter. Braden Bumpus will come in for Ethan Watkins. Are we going to have Dozer with Bumpus this time? Last year, Bumpus did have 2 carries, one of them a touchdown. They're going to sugar rush the line, and it'll be Bumpus under the center. Bumpus gets the ball. We have a flag.
False start.
Oh, it's offsides. It's offsides. The man that threw the flag is signaling offsides on the Warriors, which it's not going to do much for you here. It's going to move you up 1 yard, but at least it's not moving you back 5. So third and goal from the 1 coming up from the left hash. It's interesting to see what's going to happen. Usually when you have the sugar rush, it's Caden Less now. Tonight it's going to be Braden Bumpus. He'll go under center to handle the snap. There's the snap, works it right, grabbed. Did he get across the goal line? I don't think he did. They didn't signal the touchdown. He was grabbed up high again and taken down. So we have 4th down and goal from the 1 coming up. Buffalo's Zach Rogers was signaling touchdown like the ball crossed the plane. Referees did not see that. Again, we can't really tell you yes or no because we don't have the greatest view at all today. And so we have 4th and goal from the 1. We've had now 3 snaps from inside the 5. Can the Buffaloes make it happen on their 4th? They'll again go under center here. Ball favoring the right hash, trying to get the first points of the game. Again, Bumpus under center. Snap up the middle. Can he squeak in? I think he got it this time. Waiting for the call, though. There's the touchdown. Buffaloes enter the end zone, and they lead 6-0. Third time's a charm here in Tulsa County. The Buffaloes use their third drive to get on the board, and they have a 6-0 lead over the Warriors. 10:15 remaining in the first half. Trenton Greer on to attempt the PAT. Again, holder tonight. Still Caden Less now. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that one is right down Broadway. 7-0 McAlester leads. 10:15 remaining in the first half here on KNED.
Integrity Portable Buildings and Steel Structures is your place to buy your next cabin, barn, shed, studio home, carport, RV cover, garage, playset, and more. They have many different displays on the lot, and you can rent to own and no credit checks. They're locally owned and operated and serve all of Southeast Oklahoma with integrity. Open 6 days a week at 1407 South Georgia 9 Expressway, next to the Stockyards in McAlester. Call them at 918-558-8205.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So it took the Buffaloes a quarter, but they do get on the board. They lead 7-0 over the Glenpool Warriors. 10:15 remaining here in the first half. Trenton Greer about to kick it away to the Warriors, so they'll return it left to right. Greer gives it the cleat. Long, good kick out to the 4-yard line and taking a return there. Breaking it far side. It is Cudney that breaks through to the 35-yard line. Tackled out of bounds before he can get to the 40. We'll see where they officially place him. But it looked like he was pushed out just shy of the 40. They might give him the 40 here. But we have a drive summary.
That was a 7-play, 52-yard touchdown drive that spanned 3 minutes. Finished off with a 1-yard touchdown run by the junior Braden Bumpus, and the point after was successful. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
You have Logan, I hope I'm saying your name right, buddy. Logan Heedy watching the game at home, couldn't make it, saying go Buffs. Tangi Chapman watching from home, saying let's go Buffs. And we also have Jason Amos listening from, listening from Louisiana. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. Do you know it?
Nakatoshis.
I don't know how to say it. Uncle to number 10, Ethan Watkins, though, saying such an honor to be on the field with him on senior night last week. Go Buffaloes. Thank you for listening. Snap, first down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Buffaloes get in the backfield but can't make the tackle, and there'll be a hard tackle out past the 40 at the 41 along the far side. So gain of 3. That'll bring up, a little bit more than 3. Bring up second down and 6, gain of 4. 9:50 remaining here in the first half. Buffaloes lead 7-0. The Warriors were so close to taking the lead on their first drive after they got a pick. Missed a field goal wide left. They went 3 and out the last drive. Here's their third drive of the day, and they got McAlester to jump off sides. Bit on the hard count. Now move them up 5 yards to bring up second down and 1.
Defensive line right there. You just got to hold your water. You're right there over the ball. Watch the ball.
I think that's the first time that they went with the hard count tonight, too.
That is the first time they went with the hard count. And now number 44 is going to check out, and Zach Rogers is going to come in. And I'm sorry for...
We still haven't gotten a name.
We still have not got a name.
If anyone knows
44.
who number 44 is, please let us know. Because we haven't been able to get a name. A lot of the freshmen we don't have names for. Just a few of them, one of them Brandon Smith, that we'll never forget. Second down and inches really coming up now for the Warriors. Out to the Glenpool 47-yard line. Again, they're moving it left to right. A long wait. Ready to get back to play.
No,
I don't know what we're waiting on, though. Ball's placed.
The suspense is killing me.
Sean Perkins is down in his stance like, I'm ready to go. He never moved. Snap, handoff up the middle, first down. Out to the 49, tackled sideways. Can he get a push to the 50? Just might have. It looks like they're going to give him the 50, but a first down for the Warriors. And that'll move the chains for Glenpool. Glenpool beat Skytook 14-7 earlier this year. They also beat Fort Gibson 21-14. Their 2 district wins were to Memorial 49-20 and East Central their 300th program win 50-15 last week. The Warrior football program began back in 1969. They moved from Class A in 1985 all the way to 5A in 2016. Ball in the far hash, pistol formation. Here's a snap. Pass out left side, caught. Out past the McAlester 45-yard line and tackled out of bounds. Right around the 41-42, Watashi with the catch. Good gain of almost 8 yards. That'll bring up second down and 2. They're living right there on the nickel and diming you down the field on these little curl routes to pick up 5 to 8 yards.
Right now, Glenpool's also getting away with some low snaps. Tatum's having to go pick them up right before they hit the ground at his ankles and getting this ball away. Buffalo defense needs to get in the backfield and disturb that.
Now McAllister's defense is pressing. Handoff over to DeMico Woods. He stood up. Can't get to the first down marker. We'll have third down and 1 coming up. We got some pushing and shoving all over along the far sideline. As it looks like it's Watashi and Pemberton kind of going at it. Some football action right there. Just the usual smack talk that you see on Friday night. Nothing too bad.
Make them snap it again right here. Don't give them a free first down. It's 3rd down and 1. It's a long one right here, but make them snap the football.
2 receivers right, H-back right. Snap. DeMicah Woods with a carry. He's met. I don't think he got it. The ball never crossed the 40. 4th and 1 coming up.
He has to get to the 40. He never got to the 40.
Who met him first? Is that Jacobson?
No, that was Zach Rogers.
Jacobson and Rogers both there. Violent collision on DeMicah Woods right at the 41-yard line.
Make them snap it again.
4th and 1 again.
It's 4th down and 1. Do not give them a free first down. Make them snap it
Under
again.
center, Ruger gets it. I don't think he got the push. I don't think he got it. He had to get to the 40. I think he's shy.
McAlester brought everybody at the same time. Safeties, linebackers. They blitzed all at once. It was a full house. They gambled on the sneak. I don't think they got it.
Glenpool thought that they had it. McAlester was certain that they stopped him.
They got to get to the 40. And
he's still at the 41-yard line.
That's what I'm saying. He has to get to the 40. That's McAlester ball.
That's McAlester football. They turned him over on downs. Ruger Tatum went under center. Actually did catch McAlester off guard. He snapped it quickly, but the Buffaloes recovered just in time, stuffed every ABC gap there is imaginable, and was able to get the push on Tatum backwards, and the Buffaloes defense turns them over on downs at the 41. Bravo, Black Death D.
And that's what happens when you make high school kids continue to snap the football. Sooner or later, you're going to get the results you want. You did not jump on 3rd and 1. You did not jump on 4th and 1. Great composure there by the Buffalo defense.
Snap. It's a low one. It's bobbled, and Washington Maisie just has to jump on it. That was not a line drive snap. It just kind of floated in the air, and it was mishandled. He had to jump on it back at his own 35-yard line, so that's worse than a penalty right there. That's a loss of down, too. And they'll bring up 2nd down and now 15. 7:16 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes do lead 7-0 over the Glenpool Warriors. We have a couple of new receivers into the game. One of them, number 7, Bryson Baker, who had a touchdown just a couple of weeks ago against the Durant Lions. A really nice one at that. From Case and Washington Maisie, there'll be a toss out left side, caught over by Watkins. Watkins breaking through some arm tackles, out past right at the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Right now the Warriors are doing what they want to do. They're forcing McAlester into 3rd and longs and forcing a quarterback that got their first varsity start tonight at quarterback to make these throws to beat them over the middle. They've been able to do it with Carter Lance on that screen pass just a minute ago. What do the Buffaloes draw up here on 3rd down and 11 with 6.5 minutes left to go in the half?
Buffaloes went off tackle again right there with Watkins.
Here's the snap to Kaysen, rolling right. Looking, sets up, restarts, tosses late, up in the air. He found a man! First down, Carter Lance. Right around the 37-yard line in Glenpool territory. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, recreational land, or rural home, call 918-284-1233. That quick arm action finding Lance past the defense.
Yeah, they're just going to go with the sprint out right there. They use Ethan Watkins as a blocker. They're going to go 60 personnel, sprint out. He double pumped, and he was able to get Carter Lance on the second move. Right now, the success the Buffaloes are finding is on the outsides, nothing up the middle. But, hey, you got to take it where you can find it.
6:17 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes lead 7-zip. Here's the snap. Washington Maisie going to pass again, this time out to his left. Tossing, diving for it, incomplete. Going for the catch was Braden Bumpus. Brings up 2nd down and 10 as the clock stops with 6:13 left. And going back to the play before that, at what point does it become backyard football?
Yep.
Then the routes don't matter anymore. You just look to get open, and Washington Maisie is looking downfield for somebody open. Kudos to find Carter Lance behind the secondary. 2nd down and 10 from the Glenpool 38-yard line, right hash.
They're just going to go with the sprint out here to the far side, which is the near side of the field. And Washington Maisie rolling left, throwing left, just couldn't get it there, skipped it.
They got to hurry here.
It would have been about a 4-yard pickup, and
they're gonna have to call timeout.
So they're gonna have to because we have 1 second.
Yeah,
Maisie's gonna call
1 second.
timeout.
And they do call timeout, or are we taking a flag here? It's a flag. They'll take the flag. That would have been that's a delay of game. Buffaloes do have 2 timeouts to work with here in the second quarter, and they take the flag of the delay of game instead of the timeout. Another penalty on the Buffaloes. I'll bring up 2nd down and 15. It's been rough. McAlester has had 6 games of 10 or more flags thrown on them this year. They only had 5 last year in 14 games. Here's a snap. On 2nd and 14 now, it's Watkins. Stays on his feet as he gets back to about around the original line of scrimmage. And Switzer McGeely on the tackle, the nose tackle for the Warriors. And he does get back to the original line of scrimmage for 3rd down and 10. And you go back to look at it, if you don't have the delay of game, you get 5 yards, it's 3rd down and 5 instead of 3rd and 10 you're working with here. But Buffaloes will try to pick it up once again on 3rd downs this year offensively. They are 46%, a pretty good percentage for high school football. 2 receivers to each side, 3rd and 10. And what is more than likely 4-down territory. Back to pass, Kaysen. Looking left, looking right. No one's open. Rolls out left. They got a spy on him. He tucks it. He's going to try to run. Near sideline. Gets past one man. Tackled up high and driven down after positive yards of about 3 yards. Number 2, Eddie Carl Garrett on the tackle for the Warriors. And we have 4th down, and just how many did he get? He got about 5 yards, Washington Maisie did. And they'll go for it here on 4th down with 5:15 remaining in the first half. Buffalo's leading by a touchdown. We'll have Malachi Rice coming in. Looks like Carter Lance and Jackson Lauberman will remain wide receivers here. 11 to snap it. Figuring out what they want to do here. They raise up the signs. Here we go.
Line up right here in 22 personnel, 2 wideouts.
4th and 5, the snap, back to pass. Maisie passes it off over to Rice. Rice trying to power his way for the first down. I think he got it. That second effort, he was met behind the first down marker. But give it to the big man and let 6'7", 225-pound Malachi Rice run over blue jerseys. First down, McAlester out to about the 26-yard line, it looks like.
Right there, they're just going to go screen pass in 22 personnel. Malachi Rice popped, came back. Offensive line gets up the field. Malachi just goes up, catches it with that big frame, and he says, all right, now, who can tackle me? Good pickup right there for the first down.
Buffaloes already did something they weren't able to do last year, pick up a 4th down on the Warriors. Here's a handoff over to Watkins. Watkins following his blockers. This one's coming back again. Watkins gets into the end zone, but this one's coming back on a hold.
It's on Gavin Mason. It's going to be a hold.
This is also awesome about being in the stands with the McAlester Buffalo fans. You heard the PA man say, hold on, McAlester. And one guy said, of course it is. That is a hold, though, and the Buffaloes are going to be moving it back again. So, touchdown off the board, and really I don't think they needed the hold there. I think Watkins was going to take it to the end zone anyway. That's what's the roughest part about that. So it's 1st down and 20 now. Ball's back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he had it all the way. He had already got past the line, past Gavin Mason. That was just desperation. He knew he was about to get beaten. He just reached and grabbed.
And timeout, whistles here, too. So the Warriors are going to take a timeout. 4:11 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes lead by a touchdown here on KE.
Hey there, football fans. Are you ready for the ultimate game day experience? Kennedy Eye Care is your ticket to a crystal clear view of every heart-pounding moment. We're your local vision care MVPs, helping you score big with comprehensive exams, top eyewear brands like Oakley and Ray-Ban, and cutting-edge lens enhancements to help you not just watch the game, but experience it. Whether you're a player or a passionate fan, don't let poor vision sideline you. Give Kennedy Eye Care a call today at 918-429-1400.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester reminds you mowing season ain't over yet. And right now is the time to get a great deal on a new Gravely Commercial Zero-Turn Mower. We carry Gravely Zero-Turn models anywhere from 42 inches up to a 72-inch cut. The 2024s are coming soon, and now is the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all Gravely Zero-Turn models. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
So after the holding call, both teams have used a timeout. We have 2 each for the Buffaloes and the Warriors. 4:11 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes again leading 7-0. 1st and 20, back to pass. Washington Maisie going for it all. Down the near sideline, Carter Lance, he threw it out of bounds. We're walking the tightrope along the near sideline. It was 1-on-1. And I'll bring up 2nd down and 20. By the way, we have some more Buffalo roll call. I believe it's Logan Hetty. I got his name wrong the first time. They said, all love, though. Thank you for tuning in. And Walker saying, listening from McAlester, go Buffaloes. So thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight for McAlester versus Glenpool, the regular season finale. McAlester will play one more game this year at least as they start off the playoffs next week against the Bishop Kelly Comets. Winner go home game in the first round of the 5A playoffs. Handoff, Watkins. Watkins following his blockers. Again, straight up the seam. He's having a pretty good night here tonight. Gets all the way down, looks like to the 25-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe just a yard or two shy of that. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 11. The freshman Lane Giles in on the stop. Starting inside linebacker, going to be a really good player for the Warriors. 6'1", 200-pound freshman.
Right there, Buffaloes, they bring in Pfeiffer Mitchell. They flip Zach Rogers as a tight end, and he's still one edge. And then they brought Sean Perkins, kicked out on the outside, and that's what allowed Ethan Watkins to get upfield.
Maisie passing over the middle, caught by Chapman. Chapman right, tackled that down by the legs. Where is he at? I don't know if he had enough for a first down, but he's close, and it'll make this 4th down if they decide to go for it a little bit easier. Looks like he's a little bit shy, about 2 yards shy on the pass. A little crossing route to Eli Chapman. 4th and 2, we'll call it.
Pfeiffer Mitchell's going to come right back in. Look for Zach Rogers. He's going to move to that tight end, roll to seal that edge. Might be able to get some leak motion out of here with a little play action and sneak something out of the back door.
So here you go, 4th down and 2. Buffaloes trying to convert on 4th again. They are so far 2 for 3 on 4th down tonight. Handoff Watkins right side. Watkins got the first down, still on his feet, till around the 11. Again, contact around the line of scrimmage, but that second effort has been able to get the Buffaloes a first down on 4th down. 3 out of their 4 attempts tonight now.
And now you're going to see Brendan Douglas is going to make his way in. The 6'1", 290-pound offensive lineman, the junior, is going to come in as Gavin Mason's going to check out. Right now, this Buffalo offensive line moving some pieces.
And tight end right side, Zach Rogers. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap. Handoff Watkins. He's met in the backfield. Planted there. Got to give a lot of kudos to this Glenpool front 7. They are crashing down, and that's why you're seeing so many changes on the offensive line, is because they're trying to find the right fit to be able to stop this Glenpool defense right now. It's a loss of 2, which when Glenpool was winning a lot of their state championships, they had strong defenses. It's embedded in Glenpool's DNA. Even if they haven't had great teams as of late, you don't forget how to play defense when you've had some coaches like what they had in Steve Edwards in their history. Here's a snap, back to pass. Washington Maisie passing left, caught by Bumpus. Bumpus says, watch a man go right by me, inside the 10-yard line down to around the 6. Could have been a tackle for no gain. Instead, it's going to be a gain of about 5, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 5. They can get a first down if they can get to the 1-yard line. So 3rd and 5 from the 6.
Long throw across the field there by Washington Maisie to Braden Bumpus. Bumpus made that first man miss, would have been a loss of a few yards, and then gets up there, makes another man miss. Just good agility right there, good athleticism and football IQ by Bump.
Long drive here for McAlester. Back to pass, Washington Maisie looking right. Over the middle, it is too high. Well covered, too, is Jackson Lauerman across the middle. Washington Maisie went for it. But also, kudos if you're going to decide to throw that pass and you know that it's covered up pretty well, threw it to where no one can catch it. That includes an interception that could have happened. So it still leaves a chance for points here for the Buffaloes. This will be a 23-yard field goal for Trenton Greer from the left hash. Last week was 0 for 1 on field goals, but on the year 4 for 6. Again, the long of 49. No win right now. Here's the kick, and it is through the uprights, and the Buffaloes lead by 2 scores. Clock stops with 1:01 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes lead 10-0 over Glenpool here on KNED.
Get ready for a winning combination this football season. Just as your team brings the heat on the field, our HVAC experts bring you unbeatable comfort at home. Touchdown with us for reliable HVAC solutions. Score big with our exclusive installation offer using keyword football. Call now and let us keep you in the game. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare at 918-424-7135. We are licensed, bonded, and insured.
At Compass Capital Management, our unique process, the Life Plan Solution, will be the guide to you reaching your retirement goals and realizing your dreams. Go to compasscapitalmgt.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501.
.101 remaining in the first half. Buffaloes have 2 timeouts remaining. So do the Glenpool Warriors. Glenpool will get the ball to begin the second half. This game's been flying by. Greer will kick this one away. It's another line drive squirrely kick that'll be taken at the 18-yard line. Cudney goes left and going backwards. Still breaking tackles, though, down the far sideline. He's finally wrapped up and taken down around the 28-yard line. It was almost disastrous there for the Warriors. We do have a flag on the play around the 26, and the longer that play was developing, the more there was a chance of a flag coming in. So more than likely, it's probably going to be on the Warriors. I didn't see it around the area where a tackle was attempted, but it's right.
It is over there on that sideline. So
Glenpool's walking backwards.
Yeah, this is going to be on the Warriors. It's a hold. Hold on the Warriors. 52 seconds remaining in the first half. As long as the Warriors don't have an incomplete pass here, they should be able to run out the clock for the rest of the half and take a 10-point deficit into quarter number 3. Buffaloes do have 2 timeouts remaining if they decide that they can get an extra stop here or something.
But that's
going to try to go with it. Sorry, you have a drive summary.
You're good. Our drive summary was a 14-play, 59-yard drive. Took 6 minutes, 35 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 23-yard Trenton Greer field goal. And that is your drive summary about Bishop's Funeral Service. They're a full-service establishment. They offer a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Tatum back to pass. Under pressure, working left. No hold called. He's going to try to run it. Tackle down. Still in bounds. And Malachi Ryson with the tackle. I don't know if he got anything on it. Did the Buffaloes call timeout? Looks like they will. I think right there, Glenpool was trying to see what they got maybe on a play. And if they got anything, try to keep going for it. But we'll take a timeout and see what transpires. 30 seconds, and we'll be back here on KNED.
For a clean, comfortable room at a great price, it's Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester, both locally owned and operated. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2023 football season. Wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
That was actually a Glenpool timeout, so yeah, they're going for points here. Trying to at least get into field goal range. No gain on the tackle by Malachi Rice on the scramble by Ruger Tatum. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Buffaloes lead 10-0 with 40.8 seconds remaining in the half. And we got another flag here. This one's going to probably be on the Warriors. No, it's on McAlester. It's going to be offsides on the Buffaloes. And move them up 5 yards to bring up 2nd down and 5. Boy, penalties have been tough on McAlester once again. And you know, it's not like they're trying to get flags thrown on them. It's just, you do have a lot of youth on the team. Some guys trying to still figure it out, but right now, penalty bug has been bad on the McAlester Buffaloes. Buffalo showing blitz here, stepping up. Ruger Tatum will fire for it. Far sideline, it is bobbled and incomplete, but we have a flag coming in. Pass interference, as in coverage was number 9, Owen Russell, down the far sideline. I don't know why it's not a spot foul in high school football. I don't know why the Warriors are running all the way to the other 40-yard line.
Buffaloes are walking all the way up, too.
They were running all the way to the 40. This isn't no NFL rules there.
But what if there is, they said?
They thought it was. I mean, you had every Warrior saying, let's get over there. Come on, let's keep it going. The ball's only going to be placed at the 35. It's only a 10-yard penalty. So still on the Glenpool 35-yard line, but they'll keep on going 5 wide. 33 seconds left to go in the first half. outside backer Owen Russell had to go out in coverage there on that pass. Long pass. Tatum stepping up, tossing over the middle. It's picked off, and a chance for a pick six. It's Ethan Watkins down the near sideline. He's got a blocker in front of him, and Ewat takes it to the end zone. The senior Watkins says, I see no hankies. 16-0. The Buffaloes with a big pick six. Doing it with the defense.
Tatum looks like he's about to run that draw, steps back, fires, has a man. Ethan Watkins sees the seam route, jumps over it. He takes off, and when he did, it was Oski, and wait a minute, is that a flag laying back there?
No, because they're about to kick the PAT.
Right, but is that a flag on the field, though?
I don't know where you're looking at.
Right there, look at the 34-yard line on the far side.
Did they ever pick it up? I think you're right. I actually think you're right. I'll have to look at that here in just a second. That's a flag. That's over at the 34. They never picked up the flag from the Owen Russell. Huh.
Maction.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Buffalo fans can breathe a little bit easier. They're going to have they should have a 3-score lead. Yeah, someone's now trying to come out onto the field to pick up the flag. That was not on the last play. That flag that was thrown at the 34-yard line was the one that was in coverage the play before that on the Owen Russell pass interference. Right. They never picked up the flag on that last play.
And here comes the official to pick it up now.
Like a police officer, you forget, like you lay your radio down and you're like, wait, why have I not been paged all day?
So there's no drive summary on that. We're going to keep it here for now because we only have 21 seconds left to go in the first half. We'd like to thank our sponsors, though, all year long. If you need any services from any of these businesses or anything that they provide, make sure you go to one of these local businesses and thank them for putting us on the air here tonight and all season long. Fenton Nissan, the Bank and A, McAlester Pepsi, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, First Realty, Vickers Furniture, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Vickers Power Sports, WE Offered Propane, Best Western American, Integrity Portable and Metal Buildings, KC Farm Machinery, Kennedy Eye Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, and Compass Capital Management. So Greer will kick it off over to the Warriors once again, who will move it left to right. 21 seconds left to go in the first half. Buffaloes lead 17-0. They make the most out of Glenpool's aggressiveness. It was able to get an extra touchdown on the board. And McAlester started off a little bit slow last year against the Warriors, too, and they started to find their footing, ended up winning 44-6. Here's a bobbled return. Finally picked up in a big hit in coverage.
Owen Russell.
Owen Russell, have mercy. Owen Russell. He said, hey, I might have felt bad about the pass interference earlier, but I'm going to make up for it with just a complete hammer of a tackle back at the 16-yard line.
I think if I'm Glenpool here, I'd just take a knee and go into the second half.
I think I would too. But, again, you're playing with nothing to lose tonight. Neither team really is. Nothing to lose tonight for either team. So we'll see what they decide to do here. They're in the gun, 2 receivers each side. They're going to pass it. Tatum looking over the middle, steps up, tosses over the middle, and this one's caught. And a huge hit! Ethan Watkins, you don't got to do it to him. You don't have to. Judah Bird hung on to it. What a catch by Bird. At the 30-yard line, he's knocked sideways and a timeout called by the Warriors. Again, with just 9 seconds left, we'll keep it here still. But Ethan Watkins is creating a highlight reel here in the last 2 drives defensively.
Jeez almighty, my friends. They are just human beings. They're just children. They're just kids over there.
What a hit.
Owen Russell buries a Warrior 6 feet under the turf, and then Ethan Watkins decapitates a young man. Wow. The Buffaloes now are starting to fly, and this is what we talk about when we say Black Death defense. We talk about physicality. This is exactly what the moniker is.
Well, that was a perfect hit, and like I said, it wasn't helmet to helmet. He put it right, his shoulder pad right on the shoulder pad of Bird. And like I said, huge kudos to the junior Judah Bird. I don't know how he held on to that, but he's been showing out today that Bird has, and that was just 10-on-10 violence right there.
That's exactly what it was. Good, clean, legal,
Watkins on number 10, Judah Bird.
Football hit.
So no more timeouts left for the Warriors. 9.9 seconds left to go in the half. Buffaloes lead 17-0. This ball is going to be behind Ruger Tatum. Picks it up. He's being chased by Zach Rogers. Throws it near sideline and out of bounds with 4.3 seconds left to go in the first half. And we have McAlester fans calling for a hold there. on that last play by the Warriors. I didn't really see one there.
He just, right tackle, he just got beat by Zach Rogers, just reached and grabbed, but Rogers too strong, too big. He was able just to, like it didn't even happen to him.
And Rogers nearly had a sack there. So ball's going to be placed at the 30. This more than likely will be the final play of the half. And again, like I said, the Warriors playing with nothing to lose. They're trying to go for a score before the end of the half, standing at their own 30-yard line. So they need a big play. McAlester in prevent defense. 5 defensive backs right now. Tatum gets the ball under pressure, screen pass, and it dunks it over to DeMicah Woods. Just hopped into Woods, so that's incomplete. And that was not the last play of the first half. All of a
little too early.
All of a sudden, this quarter was flying by, and then the last 30 seconds,
Screeching halt.
Slowed down. We have stomped on the brakes here tonight. So 3rd down and 10 now coming up. Well, I wonder if Watkins will be like Vince Carter. Does he have one more in him? Can he get a pick 6 again? We'll see. More than likely the last play of the half. Snap. This time they're just going to hand it off. DeMicah Woods works it left. We tackled before we can get to the 35-yard line. Pushed backwards, and that will end the second quarter. The McAlester Buffaloes leading the Glenpool Warriors 17-0 as we make our way towards the Buffalo halftime show. Defense getting it done, pitching a shutout. McAlester offense started to find their footing in the middle parts of the quarters 1 and 2. Looking to punch some more in when we get the ball after Glenpool has the ball to start off the second half. Again, the Buffalo halftime show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry is coming up here pretty soon on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
This Thanksgiving, we want to thank you for allowing us to serve the McAlester area for over 44 years.
Customer satisfaction is our first priority at Fenton Nissan. When you purchase a vehicle with us, we consider you family.
Our owner loyalty managers are focused on establishing a relationship with each customer.
They want to ensure your experience is exceptional.
We're not satisfied until you're satisfied.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Well, the holiday season is here, and at Vickers Furniture, it's Black Friday from now until the end of November. And be sure to keep an eye out for our private letter sale, where you'll get up to 20% off all furniture in stock. Plus, we're closing out all our mattresses. They start at just $298. Vickers Furniture offers interest-free financing for qualified customers. Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me, had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs, and was locally owned, because I'm all about keeping my money in our town. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's football season, and Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram are ready to make you a deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile on your face. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2023 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass next to the new mall.
McAlester Pepsi is family owned and operated for more than 80 years. We take great pride in what we do. McAlester Pepsi supports local athletes, schools, churches, and community events for generations. Our legacy continues with you. Whether we're talking about faith, family, friends, or football, we are honored to be your total beverage provider. From our family to yours, life is just better with Pepsi. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com.
The 12th annual Buck Wilson Big Buck Contest is underway. The deer, they're everywhere. And if one gets in the way of your moving vehicle, well, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop can fix it. And don't forget to register for your chance to win cash and prizes during the Buck Wilson Big Buck Contest. We're located at 103 Oklahoma Avenue in McAlester. Call 918-423-3161. That's 423-3161.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Waffler's Freedom Ford with some exciting news. We have purchased Eufaula Ford in the beautiful town of Eufaula. Now with 2 locations, we have a better selection of new vehicles in stock and coming in, plus more pre-owned and service, all to better serve you. We are so thankful for this opportunity and hope you'll join us at Sam Waffler's Freedom Ford of McAlester and Eufaula. Come on in and let us make it happen for you.
Vickers Power Sports reminds you that hunting season is not far off. And right now at Vickers Power Sports, you can get in a brand new Can-Am Defender at fall discount pricing. Vickers has every style and color of Can-Am Defender you can think of. Not only that, they also have every hunting accessory you can think of. Drop by Vickers Power Sports today at 1904 South Main in McAlester, or go to vickerspowersports.com, or call us at 918-423-3306.
Leslie plays the flute and piccolo in the high school band, where she has been a section leader for 3 years, a 5-year member of MEOBDA Honor Band, 2-year member of GCBDA All-Region Band, and 2-year second-round All-State qualifier on both flute and piccolo. After high school, she plans to attend a 4-year university and major in music education.
Well, it was a slow start for the McAlester Buffalo offense, and they looked like they were going to have a 10-0 lead going into the halftime, as they scored a field goal, 23-yard field goal with 1 minute and 1 second left. But the Glenpool Warriors were feeling a little bit dangerous, and they found out that Ethan Watkins is equally as dangerous. He ended up snagging a pick six. He was able to take it back to the house. That is why we have a 17-0 lead for the Buffaloes over the Glenpool Warriors. The only other score that we've had so far today was a 4th down and 1 QB sneak by Braden Bumpus. Under center went right, actually truly right at the middle, and ended up making that, at the time, 6-0, leading to 7-0. So McAlester leading 17-0 at the end of the first half. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry. They have quality-made jewelry and watch batteries. So, Phillip, I want your opinion on the first half. How did you think McAlester performed, and what did you think about the strength of the Glenpool Warrior defense so far, making things kind of hard on McAlester as well?
Yeah, we talked about the physicality that this Glenpool Warrior team is going to bring. And McAlester, really, for the most part, for the first half, they were only seeing success in the run game, going off tackle, using some jet sweeps to get out there, using Zach Rogers to seal the edge, and bringing Sean Perkins on the outside of him. And that was going everything off tackle. But then the Buffaloes, they started to see a change. They started to see Washington Maisie hit a few passes, get some momentum going, build that confidence for the young gun. And then the defense, they decided, all right, it's time. And they just started getting physical, hitting Glenpool because
hard hits too.
This Glenpool team, they were doing what they wanted. They were moving the football effectively. They moved it really good.
They took what McAlester gave them a lot too, because if McAlester had their DBs back, they would, like I said, nickel and dime down the field for about 5 to 7 yards. And
so they were moving the football, and finally McAlester, they tightened it up and they started playing physical, started getting after that offensive line. And it's what you would expect. Probably not on the scoreboard, 17-0. You probably sit there, well, this one should be a little bit better. But you're playing with a brand new starter at quarterback in case of Washington Maisie, first time. And also, we've seen a lot of different offensive linemen coming in tonight.
A lot of switching.
A lot of parts moving. So 17-0, only one offensive touchdown so far in the first half. Not too shabby. And now you just come out and get a stop here right out of the fourth quarter and go get it done.
Well, the thing that sticks out to me is still penalties.
Yes.
I think that you would have another touchdown on the board if you didn't have the penalty in the second drive. A holding call inside the red zone pushed McAlester outside the red zone. Really, the reason why your red zone percentage is lower than what you want it to be is because you have penalties once you get into the red zone that kill your drives and you're pushed outside the red zone, or you just can't make up the ground that you lost on penalties. And we're going to get those stats here in just a moment. But I wanted to look at last year's game against the Warriors as well. McAlester was up only by a touchdown more against the Warriors at halftime. It was 24-0 at halftime. This week it's 17-0. And the Warriors, they struggled last year against a lot of top teams in 5A3. So it's almost eerily similar to Glenpool last year. But like I said, the Buffaloes have still controlled the game. I don't think that there's been any question on who's controlled the game so far. The only chance that the Warriors had at scoring at all was a field goal that was missed on their opening drive. McAlester gave them good field position on an interception on the second play of the game. So I think that the Buffaloes have controlled the game. It's just a matter of finishing your drives. It's a matter of don't have drive-killing penalties that are finishing the drives early for you without points. So we'll see how they tighten it up going into the second half, because you should probably be looking at a 24-0 score, same as you had last year. So we will see. And still, if you were to get 24 points, you're looking at 38 points right now if you just averaged what you averaged in the first half. If you would have gotten that extra touchdown, you're close to a 50-burger, which you don't always do in high school football. So they have some work that still needs to be done. They still have some things that they need to tighten up. No one is not saying that. But in terms of controlling the game, the Buffaloes have. And like I said, a slow start for them offensively, but they started to find their groove. If they can cut down on the penalties, you're going to see a lot more points from the offense in the second half. That's my opinion. Also, difference maker so far for the Buffaloes. It's got to be Ethan Watkins.
I was going to say, if it's not Ethan Watkins, you're not telling the truth. He's been everywhere, whether it's offensively, defensively, making guys pay for thinking about catching a football while on defense, making guys pay for even trying to tackle him while he's on offense. So, I'm going to go with Ethan Watkins, and that's where I'm going to stay on offense and defense, actually.
Offense and defense.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really go anyone else.
I think that if you're going to give maybe a silver place, you're looking at a silver trophy. You're going to be looking at Malachi Rice or Carter Lance, really. Carter Lance has been your main threat in the passing game. And then also you've had, let's say Malachi Rice, he terrorizes any offensive lineman that's really lined up against him. So those are some close second and thirds, but Ethan Watkins, it's your game, baby. You've done a great job so far tonight. Can't wait to see what he does in the second half. So we will take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we'll look at some scores from around the district and also around the state. We're going to try to piece together as we go throughout the night what the 5A bracket's going to look going into next week. Already know that McAlester will be playing next week in the playoffs against the Bishop Kelly Comets. That'll be in Tulsa. If they win that game, McAlester will host a playoff game in the quarterfinals. But we're going to be mentioning that when we get there, if we get there. But we'll just talk about the rest of the outlook on the 5A playoffs coming up here in just a moment on KNED. Welcome back to the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, where they have ring sizing and chain repair and a large selection to choose from. At halftime, McAlester is leading 17-0 over the Glenpool Warriors. That 3-score lead thanks to a Ethan Watkins late pick six with less than 30 seconds remaining in the half. Scoreboard update, we're about to have it right here, brought to you by a Little Cab of McAlester, open Monday through Sunday, 24 hours a day. When you need to be on time, call a Little Cab of McAlester every time. 918-470-2422. So we'll start off with the local teams and we'll look at 5A after that. How do we fare here with our local teams?
Last night, the Webbers Falls Warriors defeated the Quinton Savages 62-12. Currently, the Stroud Tigers are leading the Savannah Bulldogs 45-0 at the half. Last night, the Central Salisaw Tigers defeated the Canadian Cougars 42-16. The Hartshorn Miners are currently up on the Liberty Tigers 20-6 at the half. The Idabel Warriors.
That's a good game.
Eufaula Ironheads 14-7 at the half.
Yep, Idabel leading Eufaula in the 2A6 District Championship.
The Heavener Wolves, the Antlers Bearcats. We said it was going to be another good game. Heavener currently leads 7-0 at the half.
I like this game that you're about to mention.
the Wilburton Diggers traveling to Spyro. And the last update I saw, the Bulldogs were leading the Diggers 8-7.
Yep, Glenpool, we're here at Glenpool. Wilburton just 1 point away from being tied up with the Bulldogs.
And then next, you have the Holdenville Wolverines and the Lexington Bulldogs. Currently, the Wolverines are up 22-7 in the second quarter. And as far as the Boggy Bottom Bowl, I could not find an update. What I saw is it just said starting.
So they're, as of right now,
I'll
just
do
now
a little
starting.
research, see if I can find
I'm going to go through Twitter as well. Sometimes we'll get an update on that, and I'm sure my wife is probably listening. She'll probably be like, "That's the score." You know, she's a Wampus Cat alumni. So let's look at 5A then. We have 5A3 first off. By the way, 5A3 is completely set. You've got Dell City at 1, Quita at 2, Sepulveda at 3, McAlester at 4. That is your 4 teams that are going to be making the playoffs. Durant just outside at the 5 spot as they lost to Dell City last night. So let's look at the games, though, at least, and see how they're faring so far.
Last night, those Dell City Eagles defeated the Lions to finish 9-0 in the regular season. They would have finished 10. They could have finished 10-0, but the unfortunate events that happened with Choctaw in Week 0. So they finished at 9-0. 43-10 was the game over the Lions. The Sepulpa Chieftains in the second quarter are leading the East Central Cardinals 21-6.
You mentioned it a little bit closer than you thought it would be, but still a pretty sizable lead there for the Chieftains.
And then the Coweta Tigers, currently in the second quarter, lead the Memorial Chargers 31-6.
That's scoregami. That's got to be. How do you get 31?
I got an update.
That's weird. Okay, Boggy Bottom Bowl.
It's actually I've got it live right now. 0-0. Looks like about 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Oh, so a defensive battle there in the Boggy Bottom Bowl between the Wampus Cats and the Wildcats so far.
And you said, how can you get 31 points? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have 4 scores and a field goal.
Yeah, that's
the
most.
most.
That's that weird.
That's the most likely. It's 31 you don't normally see all the time.
That's a normal
Well, shut up. Let's look at the rest. Let's look at the rest of the scores here. So, did you get anything on Elgin and or Midwest City? I heard that Elgin was leading Midwest City 13-3. Whoever wins that will win 5A1 and finish as a district champion there.
What game are we looking for?
Elgin and Midwest City.
13-3 Elgin at the half.
So Elgin looks like they're on their way to clinching the 5A1 district championship. Whoever wins that will be first. Whoever loses that could maybe have some weird stuff happen with 2, 3, and 4. El Reno leading Altus 42-10 in the second quarter. Collinsville and Claremore will determine who goes second and third in 5A4.
And that game's tied 14-14 at the half.
Pryor and Hale. Pryor should be able to beat Hale pretty easily.
46-0 in the second
so
quarter.
So Pryor's going to lock up the 4th spot there. They're going to be taking on Dell City next week. And Noble and Lawton Mac.
Lawton MacArthur currently leads Noble 33-26. And ladies and gentlemen, the PSA across the state of Oklahoma, Piedmont currently leads the Titans of Carl Albert 24-10 at the half over in 5A2.
Look at that.
Wouldn't have called that one.
It still won't matter in 5A2.
24-10.
They're all locked up too. Carl Albert's got the district championship handled.
But you know they want that undefeated regular season.
Well, remember Piedmont was the one that broke their record of consecutive wins. So Piedmont
always gives them some trouble.
Yeah.
Piedmont, that triple option, they're gritty, they're a nasty, physical football team.
They are what Ardmore used to be.
Yeah,
true. Yeah,
McAlester played that Piedmont team last year at the Hook, week 12, and McAlester jumped out big. The unfortunate incident that happened there in the second quarter to Eric McCarty that night. Hope he's doing well with the recovery.
I got to talk to him not too long ago. He says he's doing well. He says he misses Friday Night Lights with the guys and everything, but he says he's doing well. So it's good to hear from Eric.
But Piedmont, McAlester jumped up big. Looked like they were about to put that one to bed early, and it's like, oh my goodness. And that triple option, and they run that triple option to perfection. Hide the ball, look like a little fumble Rooski, pitch to Johnny Little Giant style because he came out of the back. He just came out of the back end wide open.
Yeah, they put up a lot of points on McAlester last year, but McAlester still was able to make it to the semifinals. But we still have a lot more to talk about here in the halftime show. Not a lot of time to talk about it. We got stats coming up here in just a moment. Buffaloes do lead in this one 17-0 over the Glenpool Warriors. We're going to take a break here with the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, where they have free jewelry inspections and friendly service. Welcome back to McAlester. Oh, gosh dang, I'm looking at our stats. Sorry. Welcome back to Glenpool, Oklahoma, here at the Chapin Sports Complex. That's what also 2 consecutive home games will do to you. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Wiley's Bespoke Jewelry, where you can lay away now for Christmas, and coming soon, Citizen Watches, as here in Glenpool, McAlester leads 17-0 over the Warriors. Some people are saying, I would love to see Guthrie and McAlester match up again over the hook, and it won't. Unfortunately, not going to happen because they're on the other side of the bracket. If the Buffaloes were to beat Bishop Kelly, just one last thing we're going to talk about. If they were to beat Bishop Kelly, they would be taking on the winner of Bishop McGuinness and more than likely Midwest City.
Right, the loser of Elgin and Midwest City.
Yes.
So you're telling me if we played Bishop McGuinness, we couldn't sit on a roof?
We would not sit on a roof if we played Bishop McGuinness in the playoffs. We did that back in 2020 at Bishop McGuinness. They don't have a lot of press space over there, so we sat on a roof.
We were in a different building.
A totally different building.
We were not in the stadium.
We were literally not in the stadium. We were outside of the walls of the stadium, like the gates of the stadium. We were sitting on top of a administration building or something.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Bishop
it was cool, but it was bad.
I mean, we had to climb up a ladder and take all of our equipment up there.
That was fun.
Bishop McGuinness mean-girled y'all and said you can't sit with us.
Pretty much. Hey, let's look at some stats. Do we want to start off with McAlester or the Warriors?
Let's start off with the home team.
All right, so starting off with the Warriors, only 3 guys that carried the ball. It's been number 21, Cudney. Malachi Cudney's had 3 carries for -1 yard. We also have had number 12, Ruger Tatum. He has carried the ball 4 times for, it looks like, 27 yards. And DeMicah Woods has had 5 carries for 10 yards. Ruger Tatum, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is, so far, looks like 4 for 11 for 18 yards and an interception. 3 receptions by Judah Bird, who has really stood out to me for the Warriors so far. He's had 3 catches for, well, he's had 30 yards. 38 yards for Tatum passing it, not 30, or not 18. I couldn't read his handwriting there. And number 1, Chance Watashi, has had a catch for 8 yards. Only 4 penalties on the Warriors for a total of 26 yards. 32 rushing yards in the first half for the Warriors, 38 passing yards for the Warriors, 23 total plays, 70 yards for Glenpool, 2.6 yards a rush, 3.4 yards a pass, 3 yards a play. Looking at the McAlester Buffaloes, Ethan Watkins, he has had the bulk of the carries, 13 carries for 50 yards. Kason Washington Maisie has had 6 carries for 31 yards. Jordan Clark, 1 carry for 5 yards, and Braden Bumpus, 2 carries for 1 yard and a touchdown. Kason Washington Maisie, he has thrown for over 100 yards so far. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's gone 8 for 14 for 106 yards and a pick so far. And he has had 6 guys catch the ball. So 6 out of his 8 receptions, I think I had it. Yeah, have gone to different players. Watkins, a catch for 15. We've had Lauerman, a catch for no yards. Carter Lance, 3 catches for, looks like, 70 yards so far, so he's getting close to a career high in receiving yards. Malachi Rice, a catch for 7 yards. Eli Chapman, a catch for 8. And we've had Braden Bumpus, a catch for 6. McAlester already at 8 penalties tonight. Let's try to total up the yardage. 20, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55. That is 70 yards of penalties just in the first half alone, which can't do it. And they're going to try to fix that. They've really been the only people in their own way so far tonight. They've had 87 rushing yards on 22 attempts, 106 passing yards on 14 attempts, 36 plays, 193 yards, about 4 yards a rush, 7.5 yards a pass, 5.4 yards a play. So when you're looking at it, the main key to the second half, stop getting penalized so much. But what else do you see for the Buffaloes in the second half to move forward and kind of widen the lead?
Just got to.
Yeah, we have McAlester coaches taking with us. Looking at the Piedmont.
It's going down.
Yeah, we had a McAlester coach talk with us here.
I do too.
Coach,
That's very true.
Coach Ferris is speaking with us, saying, "Did you all see the Piedmont Carl Albert score?" Yes, we did. Piedmont is leading Carl Albert 24-10, the number 1 team in the state right now.
That tells you how big of a deal it is right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. And they had 2 guys commit to the Oklahoma Sooners yesterday alone.
Yeah, back to back.
And they have how many players on? They're going to be committed to the Sooners now? 4?
They've got Sperry, they've got X, they've got the 2 that committed yesterday.
4. And then isn't he a target?
Mosey?
Mosey?
He's from Lee Summit North.
Okay,
he doesn't even go here. Hey, let's go ahead and look at some players to watch.
That's my bad.
Let's look at some.
There's other guys he's thinking of.
Yes, but let's look at some keys in the second half for McAlester, though. Thank you, Coach Ferris, for throwing us off our game before we get started.
You just got to stay physical. Nerves got to come down. You could see right there at the beginning of this contest, Case and Washington Maisie had a little bit of nerves. They had a 3-yard pickup, and then the first time they let him rip it, interception. And sometimes that could be, killer to your mentality if you're your first game to start. And you can see Caden Lesnow, they came to the sideline, talked to him. He talked with also the offensive line and everything like that, and senior captain Zach Rogers talked with Forrest Maisie, and they just kind of got them nerves settled. And what happened?
He's gone 8 for 13 for 106 yards since.
Exactly. And he's just kind of exploded after that, and that's all it takes, just to get that one out of the box. Now, you're going to come out, Glenpool, they just ripped it, and you got to pick 6, and they try to rip it again. And now they're getting the ball to start second half. They're going to come out, you have to come out here, put your foot down on their throat, just try to stomp the life out of them, and just keep tacking on some points, because not only is that going to do something for you mentally, it's going to do something for Bishop Keller. Like, okay, well, these guys were only up 17-0. They're 6-4 coming in here, but maybe they're better than what we think. And then they're going to have to treat you with more respect. But you're not looking there. You're just worried right now. Keep the penalties down, stay physical, and do your job.
Yep, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's going to be the second half coming up here in just a moment. Glenpool will get the ball to begin the second half, and we'll see what they decide to do against the Buffaloes in their first drive of quarter number 3. Again, this has been the Buffalo Halftime Show. McAlester leading 17-0 at the break. We're about to come out of it in just a moment. Both teams are warming up right now. We'll take a 30-second and be back with our regular commercials here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Waffler's Freedom Ford with some exciting news. We have purchased Eufaula Ford in the beautiful town of Eufaula. Now with 2 locations, we have a better selection of new vehicles in stock and coming in, plus more pre-owned and service, all to better serve you. We are so thankful for this opportunity and hope you'll join us at Sam Waffler's Freedom Ford of McAlester and Eufaula. Come on in and let us make it happen for you.
Integrity Portable Buildings and Steel Structures is your place to buy your next cabin, barn, shed, studio home, carport, RV cover, garage, playset, and more. They have many different displays on the lot, and you can rent to own and no credit checks. They're locally owned and operated and serve all of Southeast Oklahoma with integrity. Open 6 days a week at 1407 South Georgia Expressway, next to the Stockyards in McAlester. Call them at 918-558-8205.
Also have Waylon Brown tuning in. Hey, he sounds familiar. He's saying, good job, guys. Doing great as always. Go Buffs. Of course, Nate Brown's father
tuning
Dad.
In. Love you.
It's 17-0 McAlester. Leads going into quarter number 3. We're about to have kickoff to begin the second half. Brought to you by Jet Tire Service. For great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kenda, and Cooper tires. For your car, truck, or SUV, see Jet Tire Service in McAlester. Serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. So the Buffaloes got the ball to start off the game. They will be kicking it off to begin the second half, as it looks like they're about to break the huddle over here on the near side. Again, on the visitor side, out in the elements, if you're just now joining us, if you're on radio, they are wearing their white helmets, white on white jerseys, black numerals on the front and back for the Glenpool Warriors, blue helmets, blue jerseys, white numerals, and gray pants with the blue piping down the sides, most of them wearing blue or white socks. A little bit chilly tonight. Depends on if you're right in the wind or not. It's kind of died down as we've gone throughout the night, but so is the temperature as we're down to 59 here.
Phillip, don't you look at me like that. I'm not in front of the I'm not in front of the coach's box. You are.
I'm looking at Brandon as he said, it's a little chilly. I am still jacketless out here enjoying this.
Okay, we'll enjoy it, buddy. So Greer will be kicking it right to left, and the Warriors returning it left to right. Cudney has gotten most of the returns so far for the Warriors. They have let Greer let it rip. He has kicked it as far as he can kick it. A lot of these kicks so far today, and he's got it past the 5-yard line each time. This one, he won't. He's going to do a little pooch kick that'll be retrieved at the 29-yard line. by Dyson Sanders. Trying to go right, trying to go left, and tackle down around the 35-yard line. So that is where the Warriors will begin this drive. They might give them the 36. 7 seconds went by on that kickoff. 11:53 remaining in the third quarter. As that will come Ruger Tatum and the Warriors.
While we've got a second here, just an update from 6A1. Bixby down 14-7 to Jinx with that massive winning streak on the line right now.
No, Jinx beat them last year.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
In Week 10 on ESPN, like to crush the streak a year ago.
By the way, Jason Powell tuning in saying, love listening to our boys. Good job, go Buffs. Thank you so much, Jason, as we have a flag
False
here
start.
early. This one will be a false start.
Did you see that?
No, what happened?
Coach Cricket showing out.
What did Coach Cricket do?
There was a false start, and he threw the flag, and he threw it way behind him, and Cricket reached up like he's OBJ one
Did he catch the flag?
He did.
Because it was going back into the sideline.
Way to go, Cricket. But yes, Jason, thank you for tuning in. If anyone else is listening that you want to check in and give a shout-out to your McAlester Buffaloes, let us know. On Twitter is the best way to do it, Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. But if we can get you, we'll get you on Facebook too. So that'll move the Warriors 5 yards back. It'll be McAlester Radio's Facebook page, by the way. So here is 1st and 15. Tatum has to dump it off quickly. It's caught in a little bit of space here for the Warriors. Tackled at the 42-yard line and taken down is number 2, Eddie Carl Garrett. And that's a pretty good gain on 1st down and 15. They get it to about 5 yards away from the 1st down marker, maybe 4, to bring up 2nd down and 4. Quick decisiveness there from Ruger Tatum to let it fly and let Garrett do all the work.
Yeah, he sees Drayton Pouncil coming upfield, and he was able to just get that ball out real quick.
2nd down and 4. DeMichael Woods on the right side. He'll get the ball in his belly. Here's a handoff left side. Bounces off, and he's up the middle. He might take this one to the end zone, and he will. Down the near sideline, 10-5, DeMichael Woods into the south end zone. And not 52 seconds in to the first quarter, the first drive of the third quarter, it's DeMichael Woods that was met at the line of scrimmage, was able to find a crevice and get into the end zone to make it 17-6. 11:07 left to go here in the third quarter. When we talk about what Ethan Watkins can do offensively for McAlester, DeMichael Woods is the equivalent of Watkins, as he has over 800 yards rushing on the year. If you don't include the East Central game, which we don't because we don't have the stats of that, that would be his 8th touchdown, disregarding the East Central game. Snap, hold, kick is up, and this one is good. Squeaks in through the left upright, and it's 17-7. Warriors quickly on the board. Buffaloes looking to respond. 11:07 left to go in the third on KNED.
Hey there, football fans. Are you ready for the ultimate game day experience? Kennedy Eye Care is your ticket to a crystal clear view of every heart-pounding moment. We're your local vision care MVPs, helping you score big with comprehensive exams, top eyewear brands like Oakley and Ray-Ban, and cutting-edge lens enhancements to help you not just watch the game, but experience it. Whether you're a player or a passionate fan, don't let poor vision sideline you. Give Kennedy Eye Care a call today at 918-429-1400.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester reminds you mowing season ain't over yet. And right now is the time to get a great deal on a new Gravely Commercial Zero-Turn Mower. We carry Gravely Zero-Turn models anywhere from 42 inches up to a 72-inch cut. The 2024s are coming soon, and now is the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all Gravely Zero-Turn models. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
So the Warriors making McAlester sweat a little bit. If it wasn't for the pick six, this would be a 10-7 game right now, but it is 17-7. We have a ball that's recovered at the 33-yard line on a kickoff to the Buffaloes, and they'll take it past the 40 and tackle down around the 41. So we have a drive summary for the Warriors. They respond in less than a minute.
That was a 2-play, 64-yard touchdown drive. It took 54 seconds off the clock. Finished off with a 58-yard touchdown run by Woods. That is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment. They offer a wide range of services, and they love their McAlester Buffaloes.
So not the best start to the second half for McAlester, but the offense looking to do their part here. As there'll be Watkins leading the team in rushing on the left side of Case and Washington Maisie. 2 receivers each side, 1st and 10 from the far hash. Handoff Watkins met in the backfield, bounces out right, and tackled in the backfield for a loss of around 2 or 3. I will say the offensive line has struggled so far tonight against the Glenpool Warriors front seven. It's like the Warriors figured out something against McAllister's offense, and they have not been able to get that push that they need, especially on first down. Brings up second down and 12.
Yeah, everything that they've got going off tackle right there. And they just try to go halfback sweep to the outside. Glenpool, they fought through the blockers, and they were able to get back there and force him for a loss of 2.
Trips left, second and 12. Snap, pass out near side. It'll be dropped. A little bit high into the left for Caden Less now, but still one that he knows he probably should have caught right there, and they'll bring it to second, and they're going to call it 13 on the scoreboard, but it's, third and 13. They just now changed the down marker. But it's really third and 12 looking over here on the near hash.
Right
so
there,
third and long coming up.
Right there on that bubble screen, something that you want to get on top of. You get that ball snapped down. That way Les now can catch it and to get upfield, and that one just hung up high.
2 receivers each side, third and long. Big play here for the Glenpool Warriors defense. Screen pass, caught by Watkins. Watkins left, breaks the tackle, goes forward, close to the first down. Oh, he did it again. Ethan Watkins, first down on third and long, past the 50-yard line to around the 47. I'm looking over at his brother. He is saying, oh, he's eating, and he is.
Good play right there, Ethan Watkins. They're going to go with that halfback slip screen. Offensive line slid up the field. Dump pass right there. A lot of people are going to call it a dump screen, and that's exactly why. You're just dumping the ball off, letting the offensive lineman work upfield, pick some guys up, clean the trash. Ethan Watkins knew what he needed. He needed 13. He got 15. Good play by the senior.
Broke about 4 tackles on the way there. So first down and 10 from the Glenpool 48. Going to be a design quarterback run by Washington Maisie. Left side, good tackle. Wrapped him up by the waist, but still Washington stayed on his feet. There should be a face mask that's not called as they got it to around the 45-yard line. Still positive yardage there, but, yeah, clear face mask that was not thrown. And that'll bring up second down and 8.
Official timeout.
Yeah, I was looking at Drew Amos right in front of us. And as soon as he passed the 50-yard line, Drew, he was holding a bowl of soup. So we do have an official's timeout. Trying to tell him to stop the clock. Or
how much time ran off the clock?
I don't know how much time ran off the clock. It's 9:13 right now left to go in the third quarter. Play clock continued to run. They have 5 to snap. It trips right. Maisie puts Watkins out as a receiver. 1 second. And they just get it off in time. They're going to go deep. Going for Malachi Rice. Has he got it? He's got it! The home run pass to Malachi Rice! Just getting the snap off in time. Case in Washington Maisie, like a bow and arrow, sent that flying to Malachi Rice. Laid it right in the basket. Perfect arch. Hit him in stride, and the Buffaloes respond to make it 23-7. 9:06 remaining in the third quarter. Greer trying to make this once again a 17-point game. Snap is high, but it's handled well by Les now. Kick is through the uprights, and it's 24-7. Buffaloes lead. 9:06 remaining in the third quarter here on KNED.
Get ready for a winning combination this football season. Just as your team brings the heat on the field, our HVAC experts bring you unbeatable comfort at home. Touchdown with us for reliable HVAC solutions. Score big with our exclusive installation offer using keyword football. Call now and let us keep you in the game. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare at 918-424-7135. We are licensed, bonded, and insured.
At Compass Capital Management, our unique process, the Life Plan Solution, will be the guide to you reaching your retirement goals and realizing your dreams. Go to compasscapitalmgt.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501.
So Kason Washington Maisie, like we said, ever since that first interception, he has looked mighty good through the air. And that one he connected with Malachi Rice for the touchdown. Kicking it back away, we'll have a drive summary for you in a bit. This one's going to bounce. Cudney takes it in stride, just runs straight out of bounds, shy of the 25-yard line. So a drive summary here for the McAlester Buffaloes, ending with that long touchdown 46-yarder from Mr. Kason Washington Maisie to Malachi Rice.
It was a 5-play, 60-yard drive. It took 1 minute, 57 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 46-yard pitch and catch from Washington Maisie to Malachi Rice. And the PAT was successful. That is your drive summary. Brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment. They offer a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
So they're going to put the nose of the football at the 25-yard line. 9:03 remaining in the third quarter. And, man, kudos to Kason. He was so close to a lot of big touchdown throws. That one right on the money. Snap is a little bit low. They're going to hand it off, and once again, it's DeMicah Woods. This time doesn't have near as much success as he did on his last carry. They took all the way to the house on a 64-yard carry. That one was only a gain of about 3. Second down and 7 coming up. Micah Woods is a fantastic football player. He's got breakaway speed. His coach, who's in his third year right now, saying he's a hard worker. He has an insanely high IQ. Says of Woods, it's almost cerebral how he possesses the game pre and post snap. He's like a coach on the field, and he's taking even more of a leadership role here in Woods' senior year. They're going to hand it off over to Woods again, and this time he's met in the backfield. It's Malachi Rice who grabs him. Oh, stop the play, stop the play, stop the play. That could have been horrible. Malachi Rice hog-tied him in the backfield. There was another Buffalo player that came in for the tackle, and when he went in for the tackle, the helmet of Woods flew off, but he still wasn't down. So at that moment, you got to blow the play dead. They did a good job of doing it in time, and Woods is able to come off the field unscathed. But once you see that helmet off and you still see a play going on, people still trying to make the tackle, you got to blow that play dead. That's a loss of 2. That brings up third down and 9. So Cudney will be the running back in for Woods. Here's the blitz. Tatum looking left side. It'll be, what a catch. Did he get the first down too? Dyson Sanders on the catch, and I think he has the first down. A diving catch to the left. On a throw that was behind Sanders, he was able to reach back and snag it, and that extends the drive here for the Warriors with 7:47 remaining in the third quarter. 24-7, the Buffaloes lead the Glenpool Warriors. Ball's placed at the 36-yard line of Glenpool.
Just the grit right there. Tatum fighting through, seeing the blitz coming, stayed in, fired a good pass.
He's looked pretty good tonight. Hand off over to number 21, Cudney. He'll be pushed out of bounds after a gain of 6. Sweeping over to the right, bring up second down and 4.
Good read option right there. He held it as long as he could, kept holding it, and he said, okay, now I'm just gonna give it. Rogers hits Tatum. Tatum looked at him and said, I ain't got the ball. We just picked up 6 yards. Good read option right there.
So second and 4 now for the Warriors from the 41. By the way, we do have Live Church McAlester checking in, saying Danny Gilbreth checking in from the couch at home. Great job as always, guys, in the broadcast. Let's go, Buffs. 4 to snap it for the Warriors here on second and 4 from their own 41. Passing out near side. That one left the hands awkwardly of Tatum. Still probably should have been caught by Eddie Garrett. But it was just off to the left of him. Looked like it fluttered on his way over to the near side. I'll bring up third down and 4. By the way, we also have Betty checking in from Duncan, Oklahoma, saying, you got this, go Buffs, go number 40, Will Spears. Well, she called her shot. Let's see what Will Spears does here on third down and 4.
Got to pin your ears back right here defensively and get after it. Make something happen.
Third and 4. Snap. Tatum rolling left. Under pressure already. Has to throw it as far as he can. This one's going to be an incomplete pass. Probably should have been a pass interference. I think the Buffaloes get away with that one. We're going to say good coverage by Ethan Watkins on Dyson Sanders. But also can't harp enough on Ruger Tatum. He gave his player a chance to make a play there, and it was a pretty good throw considering.
Yeah,
but it's incomplete to bring up 4th and 4.
2 guys in the backfield. He fought through it. And right there, when you don't turn around and come back, try to make a play on the football, and you just face guard like that and they come back into you, 9 out of 10 times it's a pass interference call. Buffaloes, they got away with run right there.
I think they did too. So, again, looking like he's going to punt his Tatum, but he's also the quarterback, not very far back. He gets the ball. He will punt it away after kind of cocking back to throw, at least looking like it. This one will fly out of bounds right next to Larry Barnett. You got to be ready for that one. Larry, come on, Stats.
Hey, Larry was he was getting ready. He was just going to take it off the hop like Corey Seager did.
He's, I don't know, many people happier than Larry Barnett. The Texas Rangers won the World Series. Again, he's the best in the business right there, always along the Buffalo sideline, collecting stats, the official stats from McAlester Football. Been doing it for years, and like I said, grateful to be able to have him relay his stats up here to the press box, and in this instance, the stands.
And not only does he do stats for football, he's also the PA announcer for Buffalo and Lady Buff basketball.
And baseball a lot. Does it a lot for baseball. Ball's at the 34-yard line. Washington Maisie coming off that long touchdown pass to Malachi Rice. He's got trips right. And he's got looks like Jordan Clark to his left as he moves to the right hip of Washington Maisie. With 6:54 remaining in the third quarter, Buffaloes lead 24-7. Up by 17. Washington Maisie gets the ball, working left. Finds that gap. Holds on to the ball as he's spun right into a Warrior, but now the ball comes loose, and I think the Warriors have it. Warriors think that they do. Waiting on a call. Nope. It's going to stay with the Buffaloes. Very fortunate there. A Warrior ended up grabbing the ball of Maisie and slung him down by the ball. And he flung forward to about looks like the 43-yard line on a gain of 9. So Buffaloes luckily get back on the ball. Who's that? Oh, Colton Elam is number 44. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jennifer Watkins letting us know that. Second down and 1 coming up. Here's the snap, back to pass. Washington Maisie going deep again, and he's got Malachi Rice, who nearly had a fantastic catch. I don't think he would have had a touchdown this time unless he broke some tackles, which he very well could have. But it was a great pass by Washington Maisie. Just couldn't hold on to it, contested.
Noah Leonardo's 44?
Oh, so Noah Leonardo is 44.
We'll get these numbers right eventually.
We're trying to be relayed because, again, it just hasn't been on our roster here. So 44. 44. Okay, Noah Leonardo is number 44. Now we know. 2 receivers right. He was number 51 to start the year, so that's why we were confused there. 3rd and 1 coming up. Carter lands in motion, handoff. Now over to that looks to be Jordan Clark down the near sideline. Just bobbing and weaving down into Glenpool territory out to about the 45-yard line. And that'll move the chains for the Buffaloes. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, recreational land, or rural home, call 918-284-1233. You like what you saw there from Jordan?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're going to right there, they're going to seal that edge. Sophomore Clark, he slid up, made some men miss. Beautiful running right there. Like you said, bobbing and weaving, just staying on his feet. Started to pull some guys. Good run right there by the sophomore.
So he'll stay into the game here on 1st down and 10 from the Warrior 44-yard line. 2 receivers right. They're going to load up the line with Rogers being the tight end now moving over to the right. Clark moves to the right hip of Washington Maisie. Snap, back to pass, looking over the middle. It'll be incomplete. To try to be a quick draw to Carter Lance, and it was guarded well at first, caused Washington Maisie to double pump, and then he missed him low and to the right. Stephen Gregg is going to come in for Jordan Clark. 5:27 remaining here in the third quarter. Buffalo's leading 24-7.
Yeah, they flipped Zach Rogers, and they got the pull to the outside. And what they were doing was on RPO. They had Carter Lance. He had a step. It was just a little bit out in front of him.
Still loading the line. Rogers tight end left. Snap. Handoff Stephen Gregg. Gregg met. Still pushing those. Gregg out to about the 41-yard line. Looks like on the tackle there was Juan Mata, I believe. Nope, excuse me, Braden Slayton, number 24. Sophomore inside linebacker for the Warriors. That's a gain of 3 to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Watkins going to check back in for Gregg right here.
They've been having a lot of success on 3rd and longer than 5 on screen passes, and Watkins has been the receiver of a lot of those. Trips right. Snap. Back to pass. This one's not a screen. Passing left side, and it's dropped. And did he pick it off? Yes, he did. Are they going to say he dropped it, though? Is it incomplete or is it an interception? We haven't had it's incomplete. The Warriors are coming over to the far sideline. They're bringing out their offense, but the Buffalo offense is still on the field. They're saying it's incomplete. It was dropped by Carter Lance going across the middle. And if he would have caught it, it would have been a first down. But the offense will stay on the field. It's not picked off as it bounced straight over to a Warrior that couldn't get his hands underneath the ball before it hit the turf. So they'll have a chance here on 4th down and 7 if they want to go for it, but it looks like Caden Less now is out to punt. Standing at his own 49-yard line with 4:47 remaining in the third quarter. This will be the first punt of the day for Les now. It's going to be a fake. Who's got it? It's Braden Bumpus who broke a tackle. He's got to break some more. He ain't going to go anywhere. They tried doing the fumble Ruski thing that they did against Coweta, and this time the Warriors read it extremely well. So the 4th down attempt is no good. Buffaloes turn the ball over on downs, and the Warriors will get the ball at their own 42-yard line. And Phillip could no longer be out in the elements with the cold like this. He's putting on his hoodie finally. So the Warriors will take over at their own 42-yard line. It has gotten chillier and chillier right now in Glenpool. It is down to 58 degrees. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Man in motion is, looks like that's Dyson Sanders. He moves to the slot in the left. Here's a screen pass that's going to be dropped. Looking for D'Amico Woods. And that will bring up 2nd down and 10 with 4:34 left in the third.
And Phillip, welcome to the warm side.
My hands really are the cold part. Everything else, I'm pretty good.
My toes are a little cold. That's really about the only thing. And then, here recently, I was like, I got to fight it. I was like, I said, I've been the no coat gang. I was like, got to stay, but I couldn't do it.
So it's now 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors as it's getting progressively chillier here at Chaffin Sports Complex. Keeper by Tatum up the middle. Tatum knocked sideways by, that's Dustin Jacobson. It looked like Zach Rogers grabbed his legs, and then Jacobson hit him sideways up high with a lot of velocity, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Gain of only 1.
Yeah, for the Star Wars fans out there, the warmth told me if you're not with me, then you are my enemy. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, I don't want to be the enemy right now. But good play right there. Zach Rogers, like you said, grabbed the legs, and they were just able to clean it up. Dustin Jacobson on the backside. 3rd and long, coming up right here.
The snap goes behind the Tatum, and it's going to be grabbed by the Buffaloes. Fumbled snap, grabbed by McAlester. And coming up with it is Drayton Pouncil. The snap was low. It's been kind of low to Ruger Tatum really all night. It went behind Tatum right through his legs, and jumping on it was Drayton Pouncil. I guess you could say he pounced on the football, and with 3:52 left to go in the third quarter, the Buffaloes lead 24-7, looking to go up more.
Yeah, Zach Rogers got in the backfield, and he actually dove on it initially, and the big man couldn't wrangle it in. That allowed Pouncil to come in and clean it up.
So now Jordan Clark on the right side of Washington Maisie. Snap, handoff over to Clark, right up the gut, crashes into some Glenpool Warriors, and it looked like it was going to be a lot more than what he had, but a gain of about 2 or 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. 3:39 remaining in the third quarter. Man, we had quick scores in the first 3 minutes of the quarter, and since then it's slowed down again for both offenses.
We had back-to-back scores, and then it was a punt, turnover on downs, and then the fumble, and now the Buffaloes trying to take advantage of the short field, and that was a pickup of 4 yards right there by the sophomore running back.
Ball placed at the 31. Receiver way out on the far side. Noah Leonardo, H-back left. Here's the snap. Handoff, Jordan Clark once again left side up the middle. He broke through and touchdown McAlester. Jordan Clark into the end zone. Watch the line move the front 7 and parted them like the seas. He didn't even knock on the door. He busted right through to the house. So Jordan Clark into the end zone. Buffaloes go up now 30-7 with 3:04 remaining in the third quarter. Greer trying to make this 31-7. Here's a snap. The hold, kick is up, and it is good. Buffaloes lead 31-7, 3:04 left to go in the third here on KNED.
For a clean, comfortable room at a great price, it's Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester, both locally owned and operated. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2023 football season. Wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, Think Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
Well, Jordan Clark was moving faster than a toad on a hog rock in the middle of summer, as he was able to take it 30 yards to the house just a minute ago. 31-7, McAlester leading over the Glenpool Warriors. 3:04 left to go in the third. I've been looking for a time to use that analogy, and I finally got to use it, because boy, Clark was booking it. Here's an end-over-end kick that's going to bounce and go straight over to Cudney. Cudney trying to take it far side. Got a little bit of space there. Hopped over somebody and fell to the ground at the 32-yard line, being swept under by a Buffalo. And I think it was Jordan Clark on the tackle.
Stephen Gregg on the tackle.
So Stephen Gregg and Jordan Clark around the area. Gregg had the tackle, and that is where the Warriors are going to start this drive at their own 33. But we have a drive summary first for the Buffaloes.
That was a two-play, 34-yard touchdown drive. Took 48 seconds off the clock. Capped up with a 30-yard touchdown run by the sophomore Jordan Clark. The point after was successful. That is your drive summary, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service.
Tatum passes it left side. Diving and making the catch is Dyson Sanders. No.
Incomplete.
White Hat is saying it was incomplete. Near official was saying he caught it. White Hat had a better view from the jersey, the front side, and said no, he did not have clean control of it, so that's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Very adamant there on that call, too. And clock is running. I don't think that the press box knew that was an incomplete pass.
I guess not.
So 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. 31-7, McAlester is leading the Warriors. Trips right. Snap, handoff, Woods crashes into the front 7, and again, every white helmet comes over to knock down Michael Woods, and I think that they kept on going well after the whistle, and this is going to be a late flag on the Buffaloes. This will be a personal foul. So when they bottled up, or they're going to say face mask. So someone came in and grabbed a face mask. I thought it was a late hit.
I thought he did the.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Again, it's hard to tell when they're looking over towards the home stands, and we're looking at his back. We can't see the signals as well.
I'm pretty sure it was just unnecessary roughness.
That's what it seemed to be on first glance.
They pointed at senior Carter Lance. Zach and another guy was pointing at him, telling, like, what are you doing right there in that time like that? That was just an undisciplined penalty.
Back to pass, Tatum.
What a play!
Oh, it was Zach Rogers coming in and knocking that down. Ruger Tatum went right, tried to go more that three-quarter arm slot throw, and Rogers knocked it straight down.
Yeah, the big man, he just went to work right there, got a bull rush up the field, stuck his bare paw in the air, and was able to knock that one down. Good play by the senior offensive defensive lineman.
Drayton Pouncil kind of with a little bit of a limp over here to the near side, but he's still playing as like a far out outside backer, it looks like here. Almost like a DB. Snap, rolling right. Tatum designed quarterback run right up the gut, tackled past the 50-yard line, though, so got positive yards. Malachi Rice once again took him down. We'll see where the knee is down at. One official says right at the 50. That's where they're going to put him at. It's a gain of 3 to bring up 2nd down. Looks like a short 7. 1:49 left in the third.
Rogers was able to get upfield right there. Tatum, they were wanting to work him as a kind of like an off-tackle situation. They seen Rogers coming up, beating the tackle. They snuck back in, was able to pick up good 3 yards. Good football IQ right there by Tatum.
Snap it in low. Tatum rolling right, tossing. This one will be incomplete again. And skipping into a Glenpool receiver. He was looking for Garrett. And they'll bring up 4th down and 7 right at the 50-yard line with 1:28 remaining in the third quarter. Buffaloes do lead the Glenpool Warriors 31-7. Coach Harmon saw something.
Good play again.
He's running straight over to Coach Maisie right now.
Good play again. Zach Rogers is right now. He's just doing what he wants with that right tackle. Their starter actually came out earlier in the game and is yet to come back in, and that's a fall.
Oh,
offside.
they got Jacobson to jump off sides. It's still going to be 4th down, but it's going to be 4th down and a little bit more manageable. So 4th and 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Glenpool go for it here.
Oh, yeah, 4th and 2, and you're down 31-7, and you have nothing to lose if you don't get it.
They're bringing the entire offensive unit back in.
Yeah. So it's now 4th down and 2 from the Buffalo 45-yard line. McAlester was able to turn the Warriors away on a drive earlier around this spot on a 4th and 1. Stopped them twice on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. Here's 4th and 2 from the Buffalo 45. Snap, handoff, Woods up the middle. He got the first down. Got out to about the 41-yard line, speaking of the 41. And now move the chains there for the Warriors, and then again it's a drive extender. You get the offsides, it leads to the first down. And that will keep this drive alive for the Warriors.
Can't do that against good football teams. Like next week you go to Bishop Kelly. You cannot have a personal foul on what would have been a 2nd down stuff. That would have been 2nd and 10. And then right there on what would have been second and 7. And 4th and 7. I mean 4th and 7. And doing that as well.
Hand off to DeMicah Woods. This time he's met up, and then he bounces it out left, trying to use some speed. We got 3 flags coming out and tackled down at the 40-yard line. You had every official in the area throwing the flag there.
The Buffalo defense, they just fixed Owen Russell's jersey for him, and that's what they called because they almost ripped Owen Russell's jersey clean off his body.
It almost looked like dodgeball, but with the yellow flags there.
If you can dodge a flag, you can dodge a ball.
So that'll be 10 yards backwards for the Warriors.
Never forget the dodgeball tournament, Brandon.
Yeah. The last dodgeball tournament to be held over at Bob Brumley Gymnasium. Some guys that weren't even in high school anymore won it. We came just to be the joke of the thing, and we won it all against high school athletes.
Made no sense.
Made no sense at all. 53 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Tatum gets a low snap, hands it off over to DeMicah Woods again. He ain't going anywhere. Maybe a gain of 1. Now bring up 2nd down and 19. Warriors have to snap it at least one more time before the end of the 3rd quarter. Buffaloes lead 31-7. Yeah, it was the after homecoming or senior night.
I was going to say, I thought it was senior night.
I think it's senior night.
It was the last Ada game at the Brum.
So it was the second to last game, but they had the dodgeball tournament, and they needed more teams. So we said, hey, we'll suit up. We won.
Yeah.
And I iced both knees for the next 2 days. 18 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Snap is low again. Tatum back to pass. Rolling right, under pressure, tosses it, and dropped. Look down to the flats. He was trying to go for his H-back, Braden Slayton, which I believe that would have been his first reception of the year had he caught that. And so we have 12 seconds left in the 3rd. And speaking of 3rd and 19 on the way for Glenpool.
Yep, right there, Buffaloes. They just worked upfield and they got Tatum moving. And after Trenton Humphrey came out, left the game earlier, he's now back in, and Zach Rogers working on the starter again.
Snap, 3rd and 19. Tatum under pressure. There's Zach Rogers again. Throws it up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Bounced into number 1, Chance Watashi. I'll tell you what, Zach Rogers is just wreaking havoc on Ruger Tatum right now, and he
has the junior legitimately seeing ghost right now, because anytime he drops back, who's in his face? Zach Rogers.
I mean, Rogers has won a lot of battles over there on that right side.
He's in pro sports terms, like if this was a combine, he would definitely be earning some money tonight.
Here's a snap. Is Tatum going to go for it? He rolls right. He's got a long way to go. Near side, he ain't close. A gain of only 1 on 4th and 19 on the fake punt. And coming up with the tackle, Drayton Pouncil chops him down at the Buffalo 49. The Buffaloes turn the Warriors over on downs. He had a long way to go. Couldn't get there with 1.7 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Buffaloes take back over.
Oh, right there, Coach Israel said it's the last game of the year. Can't hold anything back, Tatum. Go get it. And Buffalo defense, they were able to snuff it out. Drayton Pouncil seen it come and made a good play right there.
So we have one play before the end of the quarter. Buffaloes have won the quarter 14-7. They're winning the 3rd quarter on the season Well, coming into this game, 74-21. 2 receivers each side. Here's the final play of the third. Back to pass. Casey Washington Maisie going deep again, trying to go into double coverage for Caden Lesnell made the catch at the 14. Took a body of the Warrior, fell on his back, and hauled it in. An exclamation point to end the third with a heck of a catch by the senior. Put those fours up in the air, Buff fans. You're listening to McAlester Football here on.
This Thanksgiving, we want to thank you for allowing us to serve the McAlester area for over 44 years.
Customer satisfaction is our first priority at Fenton Nissan. When you purchase a vehicle with us, we consider you family.
Our owner loyalty managers are focused on establishing a relationship with each customer.
They want to ensure your experience is exceptional.
We're not satisfied until you're satisfied.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Well, the holiday season is here, and at Vickers Furniture, it's Black Friday from now until the end of November. And be sure to keep an eye out for our private letter sale, where you'll get up to 20% off all furniture in stock. Plus, we're closing out all our mattresses. They start at just $298. Vickers Furniture offers interest-free financing for qualified customers. Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
About to begin the fourth quarter after a highlight reel catch by the senior Caden Lesnell from Case and Washington Maisie. They're all the way into the red zone. We'll thank our red zone sponsor here momentarily. You got Stephen Gregg on the left side of Case and Washington Maisie. Trips right. Here's the snap. Hand off. Nope. Pass over the middle. Left side. Incomplete. Dropped. They're looking for Bryson Baker on the left side. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line. In the red zone we are, brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. They accept consignments Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays and offers a 50-50 split. I just spoke that line like Yoda.
I was going to say.
I don't know why.
In the red zone we are.
I said that. Ball in the left hash. I've been watching too much Mandalorian, even though he doesn't even speak. Trips right. Here's a snap. Quarterback run. Washington Maisie. Stiff arm left side. Goes all the way to the far sideline and really never found a lot of room, but he's able to make positive yards out of it. Well, 3rd down and, I guess, manageable here coming up, depending on the spot. Looks like he got 3, 3rd and 7 coming up. Carl Albert's come back, by the way, if you're wondering. 4th quarter, Carl Albert 24, Piedmont 24.
They can't keep getting away with it.
By gosh, that's Kevin Sperry's music.
By God, it's Kevin Sperry and the Titans.
I don't even know if he's playing tonight. But if he is, by gosh, that's his music. Trips right. 3rd and 6. Washington Maisie rolling right. Looking end zone. Stops. Tosses over the middle. It's tipped. And it's almost picked. What a play by a Warrior over the middle, as there was a Buffalo that was wide open. I think it was Lauerman that was in the end zone cutting open. Washington Maisie saw him just a tad. Well, he didn't even see him late. He just threw it, and there was a Warrior in between that was able to knock it in the air and almost be picked as it seemed to stay there and defy gravity. So are we going for another field goal attempt here? It looks to be so. 29-yard field goal attempt coming up. By the way, Christopher Michael Trainer telling us Atoka and Colgate still 0-0, 5 minutes left in the third.
Wow. Let's go.
Ball in the left hash. 29-yard attempt. Snap is low. Kick is up. It is in the air. Does it have the distance? It did, but he pushed it left. So Greer tonight 1 for 2, pushed that field goal just to the left, had the distance. And the score will remain 31-7. McAlester on top of Glenpool with 11:04 remaining in the game.
And Brandon, when you gave the update on the Boggy Bottom Bowl, all I could think of was the Frank Beamer meme.
The Frank Beamer meme. No one knows. It was at the end of regulation, and it was at Virginia Tech in. Gosh,
I'm not sure who
another
else it was.
team, but there's a still grab. Look up Frank Beamer meme.
Overtime meme.
And they go to overtime, and he's celebrating a 0-0, 4 quarters.
Wasn't that there was a bowl game, wasn't it?
I think it might have been.
It might have been.
All right, 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Warriors. We'll hand the ball off to a man in motion, and there's really nothing there. Buffaloes stuff it at the line. I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Buffaloes, by the way, we're talking about playoffs and everything and postseason play. McAlester enter today knowing that they have a game next week with the Durant loss to the Del City Eagles last night, 43-10. McAlester has clinched the 4th spot in the 5A3 district. They're going to the playoffs for the 5th consecutive season, but they will be taking on the district champion of 5A4, the Bishop Kelly Comets, in Tulsa next week. Snap is again low. Tatum doesn't have it. Now he reaches out and brings it in. In trouble with low snaps tonight are the Glenpool Warriors. That'll be a loss of at least 4. And bring up 3rd down and long with 10-13 and ticking left.
Tatum was lucky to get back on that one. That ball rolled around. That ball stayed there for a second. It hit his hand and just died. It didn't move either way. He was lucky that he was able to get his hands back on it. And right now they're going to go this money package with that 5 DB set.
It's truly 3rd and 15. That ball's placed on the 15-yard line. Tatum has DeMicah Woods to the right of him. Trips left. Single receiver far side. Snap. Tatum looking over the middle. Caught and tackle right there. Ethan Watkins coming over the middle to make the tackle. Making the catch once again, Judah Bird. It's been Ruger Tatum's favorite target. There's a joke somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah?
Ruger to Bird. 9:25 left to go in the game. Any bird hunters out there? Tatum back to punt as they'll go 3 and out here. Gets the ball and will kick it off a line drive one over to Watkins. Watkins fields it cleanly like a shortstop, but he's tripped up and taken down around the 49-yard line on McAlester side of the 50. 9:09 left in the game, 31-7, McAlester leading the Glenpool Warriors. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here in 2023, Fenton Nissan, The Bank and A, McAlester Pepsi, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, First Realty, Vickers Furniture, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop. We also have Vickers Power Sports, WE Offered Propane, Best Western American, Integrity Portable and Metal Buildings, KC Farm Machinery, Kennedy Eye Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, and Compass Capital Management. I cannot believe Boggy Bottom is 0-0 under 4 minutes left in the third.
Because they're Black Ops.
They're crazy. It's one that I don't think anyone's going to forget here anytime soon, the way that it's looking. So McAlester with a tight end right, that's Zach Rogers, 2 receivers right, 1 left.
Uh-oh.
KWM in the gun. And we have a delay of game here. So that'll move McAlester back 5 yards here. And back to the 44-yard line. So 1st and 15 coming up. Buffaloes have already crossed that 10 penalty mark that we've been talking about. It's 7th time that they've done that this year. Again, last year only did it 5 times. Talking about 10 or more penalties a game. By the way, we hardwired our table that's outside here tonight. We almost had a malfunction. Here's a snap, bobbled, passing out near side, caught by Braden Bumpus. Bumpus near side, he's got some space, almost the first down. He got a first down, pushed out of bounds in Glenpool territory, inside the 40-yard line down to around the 37. That looked like it had disaster written all over it, but Bumpus says, I'm the disaster master. I'll take it all the way down inside the 40-yard line. As it was bobbled on the snap, Washington Maisie somehow still got a grip, tossed it over to Bumpus, and he was able to take it and go for a good gain. Quite like 20 yards.
Pickup of 18 right there.
First down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. We'll get to him further in a moment. 2 receivers left, snap, handoff, Watkins right side. Watkins ran over his own offensive lineman, and he's going to be set down at the, looks like 36-yard line. Gain of a couple. By the way, Sean Wilkerson, if you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, recreational land, or rural home, you can call him up, 918-284-1233. He'll take care of you, and he's a great guy, so go check him out. So out to be running back on this next play, looks like it's Stephen Gregg. Under 8 minutes remaining in the game, Buffaloes are up 31-7.
And we have a final over in Claremore. Claremore wins 21-14.
So they secured the 2-spot, Collinsville 3. Man in motion, Carter Lance, right to left. They'll give it over to Lance. Sweeping left side, tries to cut it back up. Spin move rider past the guy, and he's still on his feet, bumbling down inside the 25-yard line. First down, McAlester. A little bit of strength there on that carry by Carter Lance.
Gets out there and was able to move that ball up. Good blocking on the outside. That's Braden Bumpus. out there, and also Carter Lance, just the physicality, embracing the contact. Good play right there on the little touch pass.
7:18 left to go in the game. 2 receivers left, 1 right, that's still Carter Lance. Jordan Clark now, a man in motion is Clark. Tosses it out right side. Clark has the edge inside the red zone and tackle down just inside the 20. And to the McAlester Clothing Consignment red zone. Accepts consignments Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and offers a 50-50 split. That's a good gain of about 6-7 yards there by Jordan Clark on the toss. Noah Leonardo will come out to be an H-back.
And Malachi Wright's going to come in and be a tight end. Looks like they're going to go that 22 personnel, just that heavy set right here.
So to the line with 11 to snap it. Clark on the right hip of KWM, and we got a timeout, Glenpool. We'll take it. About 30 seconds, and we'll be back here on KNED.
This Thanksgiving, we want to thank you for allowing us to serve the McAlester area for over 44 years.
Customer satisfaction is our first priority at Fenton Nissan. When you purchase a vehicle with us, we consider you family.
Our owner loyalty managers are focused on establishing a relationship with each customer.
They want to ensure your experience is exceptional.
We're not satisfied until you're satisfied.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Huge shout out to Christopher Michael Trainer keeping us updated on Idabel. You follow to a 6 district championship. Idabel leading 47-7 in the fourth. Hartshorn over Liberty 26-20 with 9 minutes left in the fourth. And Atoka gets on the board, leads 7-0, 2 minutes left in the third. We will not have a Frank Beamer meme. So 2nd down and 4 for the Buffaloes after the first time out of the second half by the Warriors. Still same formation for the Buffaloes, loading the line with Clark on the right side of KWM. Here's the snap. Maisie going for the end zone one-on-one with Jackson Lowerman. Is it picked off? Intercepted on a great play in the end zone by, is that Judah Bird again? That's Judah Bird coming down with the interception.
Interception on the play.
Got his way in between himself and Jackson Lowerman and brought it down for the pick, and the Warriors hold strong in the red zone.
50-50 ball right there. Goes up and they went up in the air. Judah was able to come down with it. Both Jackson Lowerman and Judah Bird, high points that football. Good play there by Judah Bird.
Looks like McAlester so far just struggling in the red zone tonight. Have had to come away with a couple of field goal attempts. They made one of them. They have failed to score any points on 2 of their red zone attempts tonight. That's just been one of the struggles with the Buffaloes. Once they get inside the 20. And this one's going to be snapped low again. Ruger Tatum picks it back up, tosses it right, and this one he has to just sail towards his teammates on the far sideline. Clock will stop with 6:05 left in the game. 31-7 Buffs lead the Warriors.
Actually, the clock will not stop. The clock is rolling.
We're nowhere near
run the clock time?
Run the clock,
yeah.
I guess, score either.
Yeah, the Whitehead just looked at it, and he just let it keep going. So, yeah, again, just snaps on the ground have been detrimental right here to the Glenpool offense. That's been their penalty, drive killer,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, they haven't had a ton of penalties on them tonight, but what's been their problem is low snaps.
Yep.
That's now like 4. This one's a little bit low, too, but gathered by Tatum. Tatum steps up, almost sacked, steps out of it. Now he'll try to rush. He picks a lineman or a wide receiver to try to go out and further block for him as he takes it for a good yardage. And a late flag coming in also. The Warriors are clapping over there. I think someone from McAlester said something and drew in a flag.
It just can't happen.
It can't happen. And this is another one of those heavily penalized games by the Buffaloes. This is well past 10. We're getting closer to 14 now.
We were at 8 at halftime.
I don't know how many we've had in the second half.
9. We've had just 2 the last 2 drives.
They ended up calling it on Malachi Rice, and Rice is trying to plead his case over here on the near sideline to his coaches, and you're hearing Coach Graham Eaton say, you don't say anything. You don't say anything. They try to say something, you don't say anything. But they threw a flag, again, it's well on the far side, so we don't know anything that happened. We're just going based off what we saw of Rice coming off the field. 5:12 and ticking left to go in the game. 31-7, McAlester leads. Tatum rolling left, passing into the flat. Good catch. And shaking off tackle, Judah Bird. Once again making his name known here against the Black Death defense. Gets his way for a first down and a gain of 12. Into McAlester territory to about the 46. Judah Bird in 8 games, again, not counting East Central last week because we don't have those stats, but we have the first 8 games, only 16 catches. He's about halfway there tonight, and he also came away with a pick that kept McAlester from scoring more points earlier on the last drive. It's a two-way star here for the Warriors, only a junior.
Running out.
Tatum rolling right, going to pass right. This one will be caught by Dyson Sanders right near the sticks. Nearly another 10 yards here for the Warriors. Looks like a gain of 9.
Right now, Buffaloes, they're getting beat with these out routes. And when they get there, first man's not able to wrap up. He's fighting getting through that first hitter when he's not wrapping up. And that was a pickup of 12, then 9, back-to-back out routes.
4:05 left in the game. Buffaloes have this one well handled. Probably not excited with the execution in a lot of moments in this one. Could be a lot closer game. Could be 24-7 if you don't have that pick 6 before halftime. But for the most part, defense has played well. And except for this play, Demika Woods right up the middle. Jinxed him, sorry there, Buffaloes. And as they get all the way towards the red zone, right at the 20-yard line. And here, this is a drive that the Buffaloes helped kickstart with a personal foul here.
Yep.
Gave them 15 extra yards, and they've used it to get all the way to the Buffalo 21-yard line with 3:33 remaining in the game.
And, we talk every week about, undisciplined penalties, and that's just another one right over there, and it jump-started it.
Stacking the receivers wide out, left and right. Once again, Woods this time not as much success there. Ball came out and jumped on, but the play was never called dead. I didn't hear any whistles. Ball just popped out like it was whack-a-mole. Yeah, it just said hi.
They're going to say the forward momentum was stopped right there at the 20 as a no
You got to
gain.
blow a whistle then. I didn't hear the whistle blow at all. I didn't see a knee down. Whistles weren't blown. Ball comes out. Probably should still be a loss of 2 there, but they're going to say gain of 1, second down and 9.
It's kind of resemblance of the Kendall Dolby penalty in Kansas last week. There was no whistle that was blown, and when the tackle was made, they said he was tackled out of bounds, and there was no whistle.
Yeah, there was no whistle there. You keep on playing.
So, same thing, just no whistle, kept playing.
Ruger Tatum right up the middle on an option. Tackle down inside the 10-yard line after another first down. Touchdown saving tackle by Carter Lance from the safety spot, and the Warriors have moved it all the way to the 5.
Right there, they're just going to run a read option. Ruger Tatum puts in his back's belly. He pulled it. They chased the running back upfield, and he was able to slide back right at the back door. Good whereabouts right there, Ruger Tatum. Good play.
Warriors hand the ball off to Micah Woods, left side, stopped. Off the left side of the line. Usually where Malachi rises at, he make his way back into the game.
No.
I think Zach Rogers have moved over to that side.
Yeah, Zach Rogers moves over now. Now Nemo Mission Tubby go check in. Rogers is going to check out. Malachi has not returned since the unsportsmanlike conduct on the far sideline on the second play of this drive.
Gain of 2 that brings up second down and goal from the 3. Tatum in the gun, low snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He reaches into the end zone. Warriors score in the rushing touchdown by Ruger Tatum with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the game to make it 31-13. Buffaloes look like they're going to have one more drive here coming up. Right now, swinging gate for the Warriors. Getting ready to kick it will be Carrasco. The right leg of, they're going to go under center, grabbing the ball. Did they sneak it up? He busted it out, and he's not going to get there. Carter Lance will wrap him up and take him down around the 5. He tried going up the middle, realized that every gap was closed. Good job by the Buffalo Special Teams unit. Noticing it on the swinging gate when they went back under center, number 1, Chance Katashi, could not score. So the Buffaloes keep it at a 31-13 game, 140 remaining in it. We'll take a 30-second and be back here on KNED.
I was looking for a bank that actually cared about me. had checking, savings, and loan options that catered to my needs and was locally owned. Because I'm all about keeping my money in our town, I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in banking options. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's football season.
Welcome back to Glenpool, Oklahoma here at the Chapin Sports Complex. 1:40 remaining in the game. The Warriors get back on the scoreboard. 31-13 McAlester leads. There's a good chance that you could also see a Glenpool Warrior onside kick here. Number 35 in Garcia. Standing back at his own 25. This one won't be an onside, though. It'll be a pooch kick. That'll be jumped on right around the 29-yard line, and that's where McAlster's going to start this drive. Again, the Warriors scored on a 9-play, 80-yard drive, took 4 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock, ended with a 2-yard touchdown run by Ruker Tatum, and that is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop Funeral Service and Crematory, a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes. So Phillip is trying to get a head start on the post-game interview. He has made his way down to the field. Buffaloes start this drive at their own 29-yard line. So I'm going to try my best to be able to do drive charts and play-by-play. I don't know why he left so early.
If you want, I can.
I got it.
All right.
You're running the camera. KWM in the gun. Takes the snap. Tosses it out. Looks like it's Jax. No, it's Caden Lessnow near side. Lessnow watching. Gets the first down past the 40-yard line and gets to the 41. Looks to be a gain of 12 there by the senior Caden Lessnow on the carry. Now move the chains with 1:13 and ticking left to go in it. Stephen Gregg, the running back.
It's good to see him still involved tonight, even though he couldn't really throw earlier today.
Yeah, again, he's playing today, but he's not starting at quarterback. He's been dealing with a little bit of a shoulder injury, again, a slight shoulder injury. Tried tossing it, just a little bit of pain when he's trying to make those throws, and that's why Kason Washington-Mazey has gotten the start tonight at quarterback. Man in motion, going to hand it off over to Stephen Gregg. Gregg right up the gun, gets to the 49-yard line and folded there after a gain of, we'll call it 8. Buffaloes will have to snap it one more time. 31-13 is the score, but they're going to improve to 6-4 on the year. They're going to have their 5th consecutive winning season in a row, go to their 5th straight playoffs in a row. But for the first time in those 5 years, they're going to be the 4 seed taking on a district champion in the first round in the Bishop Kelly Comets, just about 20 minutes up the road. 10 to snap it. There's the snap. Washington-Mazey will keep it and try to run. Bounces out right, and there's nothing there. Really a loss of 1 on the carry. They stopped the clock with 1.6. I don't know why, and there's the buzzer. So the final score here, the Buffaloes defeat the Glenpool Warriors 31-13, and they had the playoffs in the bag, but it's just good to be able to get the win. Always good to win. The Buffaloes win 31-13 over the Warriors. Wasn't always pretty at times, but we're going to have to talk to head coach Forrest Mazey to see his final thoughts on the game as well. That'll be coming up in the Buffalo postgame show. That'll be radio only, so get out your apps, KNED app, or you can listen traditionally 98.3 FM, 1150 AM, and you can also tune in by going to our website, McAllisterRadio.com, and going to the KNED tab. But ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. We'll wrap things up over here on the YouTube side of things, and we'll go to radio only here in just a moment. Again, Buffaloes win 31-13 here in the regular season finale.